Listen, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time with this, right? I ain't gonna spend a lot of time with this. And the reason I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with this is because then I get involved in the fiasco. You know what I mean? And this ain't what I do. You understand? But I'm gonna fulfill what I had said I was going to do regarding some individuals and what I was going to say. And after that, you guys can go right back along and y'all can go to all the gossipers and all the troublemakers and everybody else in the culture and go financially support them and do whatever else you feel free to do, like a couple of y'all doing right now, particularly with two particular women who I put their links in the description box so y'all can go click them. I'm not going to say their names, but I mentioned them yesterday. And as I mentioned them yesterday, I said very clearly, these are two of the most nefarious women I've ever seen on the internet. And it had me thinking something today. And I'm going to get into Jaguars Live and all that stuff in a minute. But it had me thinking about something. Just give me one second. I want to share this one time, get some people in here before I start really digging deep into this. So I just want to get some people in here first. Then we're going to talk about this because it needs to be talked about. You know, it really needs to be talked about. And I'm going to end it with talking about this with one, maybe two more times, maybe more. Who knows? But hopefully it'll just be one more time. So, first of all, I want to bring this up. I spoke yesterday, and when I spoke yesterday, I talked about how someone had came to my channel and two of my videos got flagged. One of those videos that got flagged was a video with Jaguar, Wright, which I think was their attention. And the second video that was flagged was one from 4 months ago with Kanye West. I guess they figured if I can't get this one, I'll get that one. And they won. They won. They won. Hey, you won. I was going for 7 days, doing that 7 days. I tell you guys all the time, don't put too much stake into these followers and these subs and everything like that. The majority of these people ain't your friend, okay? They ain't your friend. They're not trying to be your friend. They really just want the cup of tea, as y'all call it, so they can move on and create their own platforms, their own channels, or whatever, whatever, whatever. Like the Mandalorian. This is the way. So, and if y'all not familiar with that, check out the Mandalorian on Disney Plus. You'll understand exactly what I'm saying. These folks who wear masks, just like the Mandalorian, these people are helmets, if you want to say. These people, they only come out, it seems like, when there's something there to talk about that's, I guess you could call nefarious, insidious, whatever the case may be. So what Jaguar did was something smart. She gave y'all some room to have something to talk about. She don't want y'all platforms to go dead. She helped y'all out. Because if she would have went live with Angela or Lagana today, y'all would have had nothing to talk about on Sunday afternoon, to be quite honest with you. Most of y'all don't care about anything else that happens around you except for what's happening in the personal lives of individuals. So when I saw her go live and I seen her check that, you know, check a couple situations, the first thing I did was I said, let me go see who's going to jump on the bandwagon first. Let's see who's going to start talking first. Let's see who's going to start screaming out first, right? It's always that one person that wants to be the first one because in a situation like this, to them, they say, oh, I got the exclusive. I got the exclusive, you know? Be as if it would may. In the chitlin circuit, which I try to keep myself away from, but sometimes it just keeps pulling me in. You know, sometimes you can't escape the chitlin circuit. That's what I call it. And tú sabes en español, el apoyo. Sometimes I try to keep myself away from that area because I know how dangerous it is. I know it's dangerous because you invite a lot of people to come to your page once you do certain type of posts like this. So when Jaguar went live, it wasn't even 20 minutes after, right? I don't like being that guy. I like actually listening 2 times, 3 times of what I heard instead of making accusations or going and finding the highlight points. Oh, you hear what she said? So two particular women, which I put their links in the description box, because hopefully if Jaguar stops by, she'll know who these nefarious bitches are, okay? And that's what they are, both of you, especially that one chubby, fat, ugly bitch. All right, you look like you ain't did shit in life. Okay, everything about you says you ain't did shit in life. Everything about you says you used to be that loud woman that used to sit on the porch and talk shit about everybody that was passing through you. And finally, somebody said to you, "Hey, you know what? Would you start a YouTube? You talk shit anyway." So these two witless, integral, non-integrity holding ass broads were the first two to go live. First two to go live. And one woman I couldn't understand, but this is why I try to tell you about the commodity and the monetary gain it is of talking bad about her, the sensationalism, if you want to call it, huh? The sensationalism drew 400 people into this woman's live, and the only thing this woman was sitting there talking about was a key, and a he, and a ha. So I went over there, popped in, and I ain't say nothing. I just wanted to sit there and see what they were talking about. And the people that were talking about, this is what I want to center in on. You got to listen to some of these people that are calling into these shows or want to join the panel or whatever. These are people, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. These are people who never did shit in their life. They never did nothing in their life. You understand? And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all these matter-of-factlies. That's what I like to call them, the matter-of-factlies. The matter-of-factlies and unfuckables that were in these chat rooms, in these two particular ladies' rooms, and all of them were just regurgitating the same information that was provided to them. And I said to myself, she got him. She got him. She gave him what you wanted. You wanted some gossip, so she gave you some gossip. And just like the punk bitches that most of you are, you rolled right along with it. She did that on purpose. You don't get it, do you? She fed you a story because she knew what the adverse effect would be. Bravo to you, Jaguar. Classic movie industry shit. Classic music industry shit. She played y'all. She gave you a story. She was hoping that you would ride with the story. And you did. Every last vlogger and their mama right now is talking about that video and Jaguar Laguna being in the jacuzzi / pool or whatever that residence where they were at. All right. And so she brought up a couple of things, which most of y'all know. And those two nasty, belligerent women that I'm talking about, their links are right in the description box since they like to talk so much. You know what I mean? Because one of them, especially the one big one, and I don't make fun of big women, don't get me wrong, but the one big, ugly, unattractive one, she seems to be the one that has the most to say. At least I can say the other one, she has a little bit of character to her. But this fat bitch, oh, she's an opportunist. She's an opportunist all the way around. So when Jaguar was talking, she was talking about a couple of things, and like I said, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this or whatever. I don't get paid off stories like this. I'm doing this off the graces of this her being part of our accolade or whatever the case may be. And based on a couple comments that I had in my YouTube studio that got rejected, people definitely found a reason to now hate on me, including one comment that I got today. What's your name? Wits something. I think you called yourself Wits Khalifa. Is that what it is? Wits Khalifa? Or Wits Khalifa? First of all, I want to say on the bottom of my heart and the contribution of everybody that has come before me, I want you to kiss my ass and my whole fucking family's ass. How about that? Including the Cuban ones. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. This motherfucker wrote on my page. He said, you did 2 lives and didn't get no donations. So of course I went to his page, and it was harder because once the comment has been retracted, it's hard to go to their page. So I had to manually add in. Finally, I matched it up by the avatar. So I'm gonna tell this quick story because I have to tell this because this deals with Jaguar too. And so he wrote this evidently in the live that I did last night, right? Which was, yesterday afternoon, which was the one that didn't have any sound on it. He wrote the comment there. And so that's why y'all see me now. I put the video, not only because it was that, but I put it on private. You know what I mean? And so as I'm sitting there and I'm reading the comment, he said, nobody donated to you. You went a whole 4 hours and didn't get nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, oh, so you think that this is what the mechanism is for. This is what social media is for. It's just a cash cow. So then I started looking at some of these vloggers, including those two women that are down below in the description box. Jaguar, if you see this, make sure you go click those. All right? Don't worry about it. Just call it a favor. You need to know who these bitches are. I went down there and I read another comment that somebody else had wrote. And the same thing, and this, like I said, this is why I made it private. And they wrote, haha, you did all that clout and chase, what is it, clout chaser for Jaguar. Aha, and you ain't got no sound. Ha ha. I'm just like, yo, what are we at, fucking ninth grade or something here? Like, what we fucking revert back to eighth grade? You know, like this is the type of people you deal with evidently in a certain sector of the Black and Latin community, these Forever 21 types or whatever the case you want to call them. And so I sat there and I read this shit or whatever. And of course, blocked both of them. I took screenshots of it, but I'm not gonna do what they want me to do because when I went to your page, Wits Khalifa, that's your name. When I went to your page, motherfucker, you got 68 fucking followers. You been on fucking YouTube for 9 years. You ain't exactly set the fucking world on fire, now have you? It's fucking funny to me. Then these people, they get mad because they say I curse, right? They get mad because I curse. But mind you, it's all right to say something dirty and nefarious and insidious about somebody, just as long as you don't curse. I can't make this up. You can't win with these people. I swear to God. Not this type of people right here. These are people, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, these are people in another day and age, it would have been sitting in the front stoop of the fucking local housing project somewhere talking about people in the same character, in the same rows or whatever, just to do it, just to be doing it. And so you have to ignore people like that because they have two ulterior motives. One motive is they want to get people from your channel to go to their channel because they feel like they said something prolific. All right. So that's the one thing. The second thing is they want to say something on your channel because they're in hopes that other people will come to your channel, come across your channel that also don't like Jaguar and make them not like you. Therefore, you'll lose some followers. That ain't gonna happen here, homie. That ain't gonna happen. Even if I lost 100 of you, it wouldn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Not at this point. So, lose me with that one. The fact that this man said, Wits Khalifa, that haha, you went live 2 times and you're subscribed to my channel. Motherfucker, something's wrong with you. Because this motherfucker was subscribed to my channel, you know? But did another thing today was when I was on Jaguar's live, I made sure to look at the comment section. 2 more motherfuckers showed up that were talking shit about you. And now they want to play the role as if they're your fucking friend. And that's what I want to center in on. I'm going to get into what happened in the video. Jaguar's video is also in the description box, as well as my Cash App and all that shit. But you know me, I ain't worth donating to. He ain't talking shit about her. He's supposed to be talking down about her like the rest of us are. Don't you want some money? No, I don't want that money. I don't want that money, homie. You keep that money. You keep that money. Feel me? Keep that money. All money ain't good money. I learned that from the streets. You keep that money. Know what I mean? Shout out to Big. 10 Crack Commandments. Y'all remember them lyrics? If you don't, go check it out. All money ain't good money. You know what I mean? Y'all keep that money. I don't want that money. Like I said, I'd be a punk motherfucker. I get up on here and I'm just bashing some woman just to be bashing her because everybody else was bashing. That's what suckers do. I ain't no sucker, bro. Trust me. Check my background. I ain't talking about no imaginary you'll talk to homeboy, whatever. I'm talking about my shit on paper. You know what I mean? Shitty bang since I was 14. You know what I mean? That was the first time. You know what I mean? You think I'm a joke if you want to. I'm just nice. But let me tell you something. Wits Khalifa and other people are like him or whatever. It opened my eyes and confirmed a lot of things that I had already known. That most of these people that you're celebrating as vloggers or whatever the fuck are there, they're in it for the money. They don't care about telling you the truth. They don't care about giving you any good information. Their definition of the truth seemingly seems to be, oh, well, I'm exposing somebody. Exposing someone is not telling the truth. Exposing someone is in conjecture with trying to embarrass them. That's what I would call it. I would call it embarrassing someone. And that's not telling the truth. And the truth was supposed to be definitive, and I spoke of Dick Gregory yesterday. The truth was supposed to be definitive of things in actuality that had been pulled over our head by the oppressing factors in society, whether they be black, white, or Latino, because believe me, they come from all three. Some of these people that are appointed as your state representatives and governors and whatever, they've been popped out, caught out for stealing and everything like that. They look just like you. You have never noticed that? You're supposed to be going across the helm of fighting for the truth. And instead, you guys are spending, once again, another day, instead of talking about the real factors, the real stories or whatever, instead you fuckers are sitting online talking about Jaguar Wright again. Whether or not she's getting an abortion. I saw people in there encouraging her to get an abortion, people in there encouraging this, encouraging that. And I don't know what happened at the end. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my case. It's not my judgment or anything else to tell a woman what she should do with her body, especially when it ain't my baby. Go holler at her. Y'all work that out. That's none of my business. You understand? But it's also none of your fucking business. And I saw all these wayward ass women in her chat room, especially two of you fucking sneaky, conniving ass bitches, including another one that don't play either side of the fence. She's just a fucking blogger. I saw about 3 or 4 of you bloggers in there. Sean Davy Wade, I saw you in there too. Shout out to you though. I think you are all right to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I trust King Payne a little bit better. He's a little bit consistent, more consistent. Seems like Sean Davy Wade, he kind of play whatever the way the wind is going. You know, thing about it is when you play whatever the wind is going, sometimes you can get caught up into that. You understand? So, you know, keep that advice with you as you move on. But I ain't got no beef with you. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about you. But I want to talk about these sucker motherfuckers that are all on this marathon now to talk about Jaguar and her current situation. Shit that you could have found out. What's going on, Letha Perkins? How you doing? Shit that you could have found out if you just went to her fucking site. So I want to cut on 2 parts here. Number one, it was amazing to me that people were actually on the Plug's channel. See, Jaguar the Plug, y'all don't know? Y'all really are that fucking slow, huh? Like, what happened in the past 5 years? Did y'all just get fucking more dumb or what? I don't know. Hey, listen, I don't mean to slow nobody, okay? But listen here. You was on the Plugs page today. If you don't recognize it, let me iterate this for you. See, Jaguar's the Plug because y'all have to wait for Jaguar or Goomba to say something so you can orchestrate your stories for your vlog. You understand? This is why this past week, while she was dignified and put into certain quarters, which I don't know what's that definitive of. I don't know if that was jail or local psychiatric evaluation, whatever the case may be. That's her business. But what I do notice is in the 7 days of the motherfucker flagged me for one of her videos, and the Kanye West video and sat me down for 7 days. What I did notice was this, all right? What I did notice is most of you motherfuckers either had to regurgitate already known to everybody Jaguar Wright information, or 2, you didn't go live at all. You didn't go live at all. And you know why you didn't go live? Because the Plug hadn't got re-up yet. That's what drug dealers, y'all drug dealers. Like basically y'all YouTube drug dealers. The Plug hadn't read up yet, therefore he couldn't supply the streets. Jaguar the Plug. I might even retitle this. Jaguar, aka the Plug. La Plaga. Y'all don't get it, do you? You will get it sooner or later. What's going on, Queen Keisha? How you doing? See, if Jaguar wouldn't have went live earlier, nearly about 2 hours ago, which you can find that live right down below in the description box. And you can also find down below in the description box 2 other things, 2 links to 2 certain ladies who have now made a career and spawned their YouTube channels off of talking about Jaguar Wright. One woman in particular that was doing fucking Amazon reviews. Amazon reviews. An opportunist. I'm trying to show y'all something. Y'all just don't get it. I don't know what it is. I can't do it so much. She the Plug. And all these vloggers, and you'll see this unfold in front of you. Every last one of these vloggers today, the one, the nefarious ones, these insidious ones, they're going to sit down all today, I can guarantee you. And they're going to add sauce to the story. They're going to give their own interpolations. They're going to give their own theories. They're going to give lie after lie after lie. They're going to try to go get in touch with Goomba or whatever. Predictable behavior. Predictable behavior. And that's the edge that the Plugs got on you. See, you motherfuckers don't realize you're predictable. And once you know certain people are predictable, The way you think is unmatched for real. Thank you very much. The way that a lot of these people that are predictable, what happens is you could throw a bone out and they damn sure gonna bite it. Trust me on that. They can't resist themselves from biting the bone. And the reason they can't resist themselves from biting the bone because they think it's a dollar tag attached to it. So let's get down to the real fucking story here. You motherfuckers are talking this shit that y'all talking for money. Money. Y'all talk shit about her because you know it's more money in talking shit about her than it actually is in motherfucking talking nice about her. I've proven that. I think in what you said, if you talk nigga about it, you will get more views. You're correct. See? If you get, thank you, Queen Keish. If I get on here and I switch, and I never have, that's the thing, I never have. I've actually been on camera with Jaguar. And even after they went about 3 more hours after that, I'm not gonna say well who or whatever is smoked up under the rug. I don't give a shit. You know, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to get my new project out. But the funny thing is, even after that, and I listened to it, I never went back and made a rebuttal video. I made a snarky comment here and there. But even then, I didn't say, yo, here's the video. That's what she said. All right, y'all blow me up. I need, instead of 13,000, I need 20,000 now. This is the hit right here. No, I didn't do that. And you know why I didn't do that? It's just some sucker shit. And so when I see men out here, and that's what they doing, because some niggas was like, yo, you ain't on camera. Bitch, I'm always on camera. You don't see me and I move around. Unlike you, I can go outside. I can move around New York City. I can go into the trenches in New York City. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all can't do that because y'all done talk so much shit about people online. So let's keep it a buck here. Especially a lot of you vloggers in the New York City tri-state area right here. What Queen Key said. She did a lot. Yeah, I know. It's right down below in the comments section. She did a live today. They can't wait to go live making fun of her. They don't know her personally, but keep so invested in talking about her. And this is the only thing. These motherfuckers went through the whole month of fucking Black History Month. I can't make this up. They spent the whole month of Black History Month talking about Jaguar Wright. I said this now in about 5 videos, including ones I did about her that are down below, and you'll find none of them in a negative fashion. So if you want to hear some negative shit, go on over there with the such and such T vlog, or you know what I mean, healing, the healing channel within. Look, bitch, I just gave you a plug. How dare you have your channel name some shit like that, bitch? What kind of healing you talking about? With the devil? With Satanists? Kind of heal. That's what I tried to tell y'all. And I told y'all months ago, Queen Keisha, you probably remember me saying this. I said, be very careful of these motherfuckers. I'm going to say it again for you, see, y'all ain't listening. Be very careful of people who flaunt those words onto you. The healing shit. Watch that shit. That shit is being used for manipulation now. Be very solid and be very thoughtful when you hear motherfuckers talking about we, us, them, they. King Payne, what's popping off? Salute. I was just talking good about you just a few minutes ago. I don't talk no Chuck. King Payne, I want to tell you, I like you for being consistent, first of all. Shout out to King Payne in the chat room right now. I like you for being consistent. Unlike a lot of these other vloggers, you're not sitting around and being a Chuck and a muck or whatever against the opposition of certain people making videos about you. You know, I spoke about that yesterday. Niggas is out here, you know, wearing wigs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't call it. You know what I mean? But I'll stand by that. My whole family's military, homie. Niggas ain't supposed to be wearing wigs and shit like that. I don't care if it's a parody. You do it 1 or 2 times, you move on. I still stick by that. But I think y'all can come to some type of compromise sooner or later, I would hope, in the sake of togetherness that we all preach on this motherfucker every day. You know? You got to watch motherfuckers that coming through with that healing shit, that we, us, them, they, whatever, because most of the time, those motherfuckers in the back of their mind, they got some kind of ulterior motive. Trust me. They got some type of ulterior motive. And it not only stands out, you see it. You see it on a day-to-day basis. These motherfuckers are online right now, not even 10, 15 minutes after she got offline, right? 10, 15 minutes after she got offline. Guess what she said? What? She said she gonna birth the baby. Oh, Lord, let's get Goomba online now. Let's interview Goomba, okay? And listen, they go to Cash App right there, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all donate to this, donate to this, donate. It's more money in talking bad about your own than it is in motherfucking what's the name? This woman is in destitute mentally. You understand? And I keep telling y'all, the more and more and more y'all keep pounding on her, pounding on her, pounding on her, and then you sitting back and you talking about, oh, she got a mental problem, but you invested 15 minutes after she did a live, and you going live with your Cash App attached and everything else. Hold on 1 second. You're sitting up there and you pounding on her, and you so invested into her story, but now for 5 fucking minutes, you ain't sit back and say, well, maybe I got an issue. I got my time invested online for hours on somebody I don't even fucking know and never even spoke to. I ain't never even been in the same arena as this person. Do I have to mention it again? Jag got a Coca-Cola commercial. Do you? Jag got a Coca-Cola commercial. Do you? If we look back at the history of a lot of these motherfuckers that's blogging, including them two insidious, nasty, fucking loudmouth bitches, that's right there in the description box. Y'all can click the link for yourself. You understand? Make sure y'all click those links so y'all see who I'm talking about. And just look at the segue. Click their name, click their videos, scroll down, keep scrolling. Don't go back a week. Don't go back 2 weeks. Don't go back 3 weeks. Go back weeks. And see where these motherfuckers were at when they were trying to get their channels popping. And what you'll see in consistency is each time when they start talking about Jaguar, they start popping. So now they become Jaguar experts. But this 3-4 months in the game, you ain't even know who she was. Do you own a Jaguar Wright album? A single. Jag, let me put you on to something. Go on Instagram, put your name in, right? And then click audio. You ain't even paying attention to all the motherfuckers that's using your music in their fucking shorts. Some revenue there. Okay? Some revenue there. You gotta watch for these people that are Johnny come latelys that are trying to jump on this story. I've been vlogging here for 2 years, 2.5 years. You understand? I never hide anything. I show people when I buy things, and I put up a video. I thank people, whatever the case may be. If you like to donate, it's $STRINGERBELL 80. I did a 2-hour live yesterday. I screamed my Cash App out 2 times, maybe 3 times. Some of these motherfuckers, their whole shit for the next 12 hours is, yo, this is the Jaguar Let's Talk Shit About It episode, and we're going to take this for about 12 hours. We just go gain money. Then y'all try to point your finger at King Payne and say King Payne did the same shit, but in truth and reality is King Payne had her back. King Payne was the one that was talking to her when she was down both times. I said that. You can go back to the other 3 videos. This is the first time King Payne been here. I can't put it in the chat, but if somebody want to type it out for me, it's $STRINGERBELL 80. Stringer Bell 80 on Cash App. If you guys want, one of you guys could type that in for me, I appreciate it, or whatever the case may be. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir. King Payne said he want to donate to me. I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said I know how to judge characters. Thank you. I know how to judge character. I said that man was Chuck. And there it is. He ain't Chuck. It's right there in the description box now, King Payne. Shout out to you, man. Y'all sitting back and y'all talking about a woman y'all don't know, a woman that's under duress, a woman that's going through some social issues or whatever, and y'all won't even give her a fucking break. Give her a break for 5 minutes. But I listen to others like yourself who think differently from me. And that's cool. The point is, listen, guys, I'm half black and half Cuban. All right. I know what it's like to be you, and you know what it's like to be me. Okay. Especially the men. So I'm thinking to myself, if all these motherfuckers can have this ferocity about talking about this woman and have it and let's just talk about on the version of the, what do you call it? The algorithm here. Right? I mentioned this before, but I'll mention to you again. If all of y'all could have the ferocity to talk about Jaguar, make that a trending topic, think about what the fuck else y'all could do to have as a trending topic. If it's just minimum 40 of you started talking about it. Thank you, King Payne. If just 40 of you started talking about the same thing, that's the real way the algorithm works. It's trending topics. There's a bill up right now for reparations in California. You might get it. And it might set off a spiral notion with the rest of all this unspent COVID money that these states are mandated to give away. It might go into your pocket. Start a trend about that. Start a trend about that. Instead of counting the trend when y'all online and y'all talking about a woman day after day after day, and a young girl who at one moment, many of y'all were sitting back talking about, oh, we want to defend her. She needs to go home. She's not safe with Jaguar. It looks like she fucking safe to me. She was sitting in a fucking jacuzzi. I ain't seen one video yet where Lagana is like, except for one video, where Lagana is in distress. It's the first time I've ever seen. She's sitting in pools. She's eating bowls of food. She's sitting comfortable. I have never seen a video yet where Lagana is in distress. Like, yo, can I get a bowl of soup? I'm starving out this motherfucker. I ain't seen a video. Lagana ain't been back home to Detroit yet. What are we talking about? So that was fake. It was all. And let me say this while King Payne here, because he know what I'm talking about. There are a lot of mothers. She's a whole adult, exactly. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers, and I've seen this trend. And King Payne, I know you've seen this trend too, because you out here in these blogging streets just like I am. There's a trend where motherfuckers will come into these panels, or they'll come into the chat room, or whatever the case may be, and the first thing they want to do is they trying to get some kind of celebrity pointed towards them or using you and your platform. And they'll say little things that they don't feel. They'll say little things that they really don't mean, or whatever. And they'll try to get the trust and everything else out of the people in your chat room and try to circumnavigate them onto their page. Them little struggle pages where they didn't have them up for 10 years and got fucking 64 followers. You understand what I'm saying? Shit like that. And what they'll do is, once that happens, they'll turn around and now make you the target. Say something they don't like, and then it got up to about 4K subscribers. Now they go talk shit about you. You understand? Let you fall, let something happen to you. You gotta be careful of these motherfuckers that are sitting in your chat rooms, because they have intentions. I'm trying to tell you, not all of them, but a lot of them. They have intentions, and their intentions are, many of the times, listen, I don't give a fuck about nobody. It's all about me and my superstar. It's time for the rise of Kanisha, or the rise of Darren, or the rise of whoever. That's how they feel. They think this platform right here, and as free as it is, they want to come. Look, King Payne said, say shit. That's King Payne. I've been motherfucking blogging for 2.5 years. And I can tell you straight up and down. I even tried to tell my ex-boss that shit. I was like, yo, look, these motherfuckers, he blogs and shit too. He was like, yo, these motherfuckers, they gonna come in and they gonna act real friendly with you sometimes. But if they those type of bloggers, those insidious type bloggers, what they gonna do is they gonna come into your page, dig into you, while they digging into the subject matter they talking about, and at the right moment they're gonna attack you, and they're gonna attack you to throw you away. And I've seen this happen to a couple of vloggers now. None of these motherfuckers that are sitting around, including that old, hey Hattie, how you doing, Hattie, over there with Perry? Hey Hattie. She got up on the, hold on, let me, I gotta imitate this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second, because I can't do this but perfectly. What I think is, let me tell you, I think, see, what happened was that Lagana, Lasagna, whatever her name is, Lagana, Lasagna, I think both of them scamming. That's what I think. Perry, can I get back on camera? You old bitch. Bitch, you like 66 fucking years old on fucking somebody's fucking page talking about a woman that's in her 40s. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, auntie. I mean, if y'all know what I'm talking about, you just don't know what I'm talking about. That's that old bitch to be over there with Perry. The Perry, I ain't got no shots at you. I ain't got no shots at Sherelle. But Sherelle, be careful. Be careful. You know what I'm talking about. But it's just like, these motherfuckers, they don't really rock with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's only a few people. I got 2 people that are on my page out of 13,000 something followers, right? That I actually have conversations with offline. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Shoutouts, Miss Foster, and another individual, my homie. Just only 2 people I kick it with. They way too old for that shit. Way too old. And Perry, this ain't no shots at you, whatever, however you take it or whatever, nigga. You know I ain't scared. And you know you out of your league with me. I ain't gotta pull rank or none of that shit, but you know you out of your league with me. You understand? Even in the Navy, you out of your league with me. My point is this. A lot of these motherfuckers that come on people like Perry's channel, people even like my channel sometimes or whatever, it's because of the subject matters we talk about. But pay attention to when you have the subject matters, because what you'll get is you'll get a motherfucker that was clean, cool, and crisp. And then when you get to a certain subject matter, then you start to see who the fuck they really are. And that's what you got to pay attention to. Don't pay attention to people's representatives. Pay attention to who the fuck they really are. You understand what I'm saying? And if your heart and your soul tells you, yo, you know what? I like you. You was cool and everything, but let me get the fuck away from you. I'll give you a perfect example. Oh, Hattie, that I was just talking about, to be over there on Perry's channel. This ain't a shot at Perry, but this is reality. Oh, Hattie did the same thing that I said she was going to do. And I said it on video and I wrote it on this fucking channel. I said, you better watch out for some of them broads you're sitting up there key, and he with, because it ain't going to be nothing but a few minutes, because all of them got dog in them. You understand? Rabid dog in them. So these rabid dog type motherfucker, these rabid dog motherfuckers, right? They're going to come into your page and they're going to try to take it over. So one day Sherelle comes in or whatever, and I'm just observing. I ain't commenting. I ain't fucking with niggas. I ain't doing none of that shit. Even after he ain't talk shit about me, I ain't saying nothing. I don't do that. I don't get down with flagging people's pages. I don't do none of that. That's corny shit. I see you in the street. The point I'm getting at is this. When I sat there and I listened when Sherelle came into the live, all of a sudden, Hattie started trying to talk over Sherelle. And I'm trying to think to myself, I'm like, this is motherfucking wife. Bitch, shut up. Shut up about it. Shut up. Hattie, somebody get Hattie a cigarette. Thank you, baby. Oh, hey, baby. Hey, sugar. That's how she looked. Like she was about to, hey, sugar. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We got people 62, 63, 65 years old starting to try to start fucking YouTube careers. For what? Bitch, you've been losing your whole fucking life. It's too late. It's too late. This is a game for people in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and I'd even give an exception to Sherelle, your early 50s. After that, you shouldn't be the fuck out here for no reason. You shouldn't be nowhere. You should be online. Hattie should have been online being like, old grandmas would have been like, all right, now y'all cut this shit out. Y'all don't need to be talking about that girl like that. Y'all cut this shit out. My mom's family is born in the South. Half of them anyway. Rest of them from the Northeast. But that much I know. I got a grandmother who was from Lynchburg, Virginia. That's what she would have came out and told us. Let me read these shits right here. This can't be part of black culture tearing each other down. Yes, it is, Queen Keish. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. This is where these motherfuckers are at now mentally. They feel, instead of jumping online and trying to take down Tucker Carlson, some of these far right wingers, anybody like that, they ain't been no fucking waves of conversation about that, right? There ain't been no waves of conversation about some of these black kids that's getting beat up. Some of these Latin kids is getting beat up. Some of these black kids is getting molested and touched or whatever. I said, and I'll say this again, you can't take one day out of the fucking week and take I got 13,000 followers. Some of y'all got more than me, 50,000, 100,000, whatever. You can't take one fucking day out of the week, especially this past week when it was slow. The plug was gone. Remember the plug? Jaguar the plug. I don't want to admit. Jaguar's like, look, hold up, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go talk to Poppy. Well, you know what I mean? I'll be back, whatever. Then she came back, she was like, all right, who need what? What you need? You need a quarter? All right. You need an ounce. All right, here you go. All right, y'all holler at me when y'all get done, all right? You feel me? Like, that's what it really is. This is the block. Y'all don't understand that? YouTube, the block. And if you don't recognize that for what it is, then you'll never fly straight. You understand? You'll never fly straight. My grandmother would have came out and she would have said, all right, y'all cut that shit out. What's the average grandma now? Like 32, 33 fucking years old. She listens to fucking, what's her name? She listens to fucking 50 Cent. She the plug, Queen Keish, I'm trying to tell you. The only way to stop, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. The King Payne said, I had a rabid dog. I like King Payne. I told you I liked the old boy. I knew he was about something. Gilded Light. They sure do talk about her for hours, but claim not to be a fan. That's the whole shit with me, too. I got to take that one right there. That's a very good point. How the fuck you ain't one of her fans and everything she throw up, you ordered? You should have saw all these fake motherfuckers in the chat, including the 3 motherfuckers that I called out yesterday. They must be subscribed to me, too, because they wasn't there. Yeah, I caught you, bitch ass. Let me tell you something else. A lot of these motherfuckers want to play both sides of the fence. See, that's why I don't do that. You go back and look at all my videos, look at all my history, you will not find one video I'm talking bad about her. Okay? This is my point. A lot of these motherfuckers, they play this game with you, right? Where they'll go to a blogger's page, and if they've been subscribed to that blogger, say a year, 2 years, whatever, right? And that blogger, particularly that day, says, you know what, I'm gonna talk about Jaguar bad way, right? Put this cash up, I'll get this money. What they'll do is they'll be over there and they'll be talking junk about her, right? Then as soon as she goes live, they in the chat room, oh, Jaguar, I'm so glad you're back. We missed you. And blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. You ain't missed nobody. You told that same fucking spew to your husband for years until you found out he was fucking cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you was cheating on you. You was cheating on him. Like these people are actors and actresses. You got to understand that they are professional actors and actresses. Y'all motherfuckers need to go on some fucking casting calls. That's what you really need to do, because your acting and acting abilities is impeccable. All right? These motherfuckers, what they'll do is they'll go into one chat room, spill whatever's going on right there. Then they'll come over to said subject's chat room and try to play both sides of the fence. So they over here, they over there, they over here, they over there. Then when they go to do their shit on their channel, they all over the place. See, I'm inconsistent. King Payne, I respect him because he's consistent. Sean David Wade, for the most part, you're consistent. And a couple other vloggers, for the most part, they're consistent. I don't have no problem with the consistent vloggers. It's these motherfuckers that are a multitude of these little Johnny-come-lately channels that I got a problem with. Those are the motherfuckers I got a problem with. These are the people that were talking about Amazon reviews, and all of a sudden when the plug come up and throw something up on the channel, all of a sudden now they want to turn around and be like, oh, I'm a Jaguar Wright expert. All right, so name me one of the albums on her motherfucking, what's the name? On her, one of the songs on her albums. Name me a song on her album. I know one, Healing Within. One of the best songs to be Healing Within. Go check that out. And that definition of healing was different than it is now. When you hear somebody say that healing shit and they ain't been saying that shit for at least at the minimum 10 months, watch them motherfuckers. I keep trying to tell you, watch them motherfuckers. That healing word is I don't know what it's Q for, but it's Q for something else. That word about prayer. Watch motherfuckers that say that prayer shit. Know what I'm saying? Free. Watch motherfuckers that say free. Watch people that say, you know, like there's key words out here under your acknowledgement in your mind. At one time in society, at one time in history, they may have meant one thing, but now they're being utilized by motherfuckers that mean something totally different. And I don't know if I'm the only person that sees it, nobody else fucking sees it, or everybody else is fucking scared to say something about it because they're afraid they're going to lose some donations or something like that. I'm not worried about it. I can look right now at my shit, and this is why I talk the way I talk. I can look at my shit right now, and I can guarantee you ain't nobody donated to me but King Payne. You understand what I'm saying? They'll be the only one. She's been trying to heal for 20 years. Now she's pregnant and got healed from a fake baby. Natalie M, what's going on? Natalie. So let me ask you a question. Let's home in on Natalie, everybody. Natalie M in the chat. Everybody home in on Natalie because she one of these bitches I was talking about. All right, Natalie. I want you to do us a favor later on. You obviously have a YouTube account, right? So what I want you to do, Natalie, and I'm just guessing here, I want you to turn on the camera, walk through your apartment or house, and then go out the door and then pan the camera at the street left and right and let us see where you live at. Let us see where you live at. Then after that, I want to know how many side babies you got. I want to know if you with the baby daddy or not with the baby daddy. Is that fair, Natalie M? Can you do that for us? We'll be over at your channel. We'll come over. King Payne in here too. I know he wants to see it. Everybody wants to see it. Jaguar probably wants to see it too. Let's see how you living. You notice that bitch ain't said nothing, right? And that bitch ain't gonna say nothing. She ain't gonna say nothing. Because that bitch living right now on the 5th floor of the fucking housing projects in the city near you. See what I mean? You got motherfuckers coming in, got all types of motherfucking opinions, and ain't never had shit going on in their fucking life. And if it is a fake fucking baby, what fucking business is it yours? What business is it of yours? Huh? I said the other day, and I'll say it again. If she did pull a dupe on you or pull a scam on you, you motherfuckers are scam artists too. How do I know? I'll tell you why I know. Because every last one of you motherfuckers, if you really cared about the culture and about the community, you were sincere that she really was ripping somebody off or some shit like that, then let me put this in perspective for you. If you were really sincere about her being a threat, then you wouldn't have a fucking Cash App up where you were explaining it to people night after night for 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours. One bitch went motherfucking almost 19 hours, and the dumb bitch didn't realize the rules and regulations of fucking YouTube, where it states you can't go longer than 12 hours on your live. So when she finally was finished the live, it wasn't susceptible for more views because she went 19 hours instead of 12 hours. You got 25,000 views for all that motherfucking work, and it's around, and you can't view it anymore. What's going on, OG Patrice? OG Patrice, an actual friend of Jaguar, right? Salute to you. OG Patrice been here with me since day one, so she know I ain't no Chuck ass nigga. I have 4 kids by my husband of 17 years. I don't live in the mountains. I'm living off land, honey. Bitch, you a complete fucking lie. Get the fuck out of here. Second of all, bitch, I live in Connecticut. All right? I live in Connecticut. Where you live at Stone Mountain, some shit like that? Bitch, you got 4 kids. You live in a housing project, so you telling us a fucking lie. And if you got a husband, go right now. It take 2 seconds. You can get into the field we in, all right? You can get to what we in. I need proof from now on. You live in New Hampshire, bitch. You don't live in New Hampshire. Get the fuck out of here. Get this corny bitch off my channel. She think it's about to be about her. No, bitch, you out of here. See what I mean? You got to get rid of these motherfuckers. You see how childish that bitch was? She wanted to make the live. No, bitch, you're blocked. Stop typing. Bitch ain't never donated. I've seen her here before, and she always want to come in and talk shit about people. That's her spiel. You got 4 kids and a husband. Now, where the fuck your 4 kids at right now, bitch? And how come you ain't tending to them? You sitting on fucking line right now. Watch these bitches, especially the ones that be talking about they got a husband. Now, I said, bitch, go and record in your house. Y'all heard me, right? I said, go record in your house from your bedroom out to the door. And when you get to the door, walk to the street and pan the camera left and right. Talking about she live in New Hampshire. Ain't even, I live in New England. There ain't no niggas in New Hampshire like that. And the damn sure ain't gonna be no white man up there dating no sassy ass bitch like that. I'm sorry. I grew up with Italians and Greeks. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Same thing is for Tokyo Tony. So invested in life. Everybody, listen, once you get on this mic, you got to realize something. Motherfuckers going to talk about you. They're going to come at you. They're going to do whatever. I've been going through it for 2.5 years. I done went through it where I'm telling the truth about something, or from my perspective. Many of y'all don't know, I was in the music industry for over 17 years. That's why I blocked that bitch, because she said 17 years. I said, bitch, you've been listening to me for a fucking 1.5 years, and you ain't donated one time, but you always want to come in my chat room talking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, bitch, you're not getting no free advertisement here. Fuck you. Fuck what you represent. Bye. Hi, Davin. I appreciate you for sharing the same perspective as, I think you're saying Tokyo, T-O-K, I don't know who that is. Jag is a content, but other creators judging her behavior don't even have any content when she was hospitalized, period. Factory. They don't have no content whatsoever. I got a video up right now. Y'all can go to my page, all right? It's a video with just me in it. That video has amassed over 275,000 views. I got another video with me and just me talking about me, not me talking about somebody else. I'm proving a point here. Me talking about myself. That's got over 200 and something damn views on it. It's the top video on my page when you click my name, all right? Go look right now so you know I'm not lying. I don't get off line. I come from an era where we get off telling the truth. I'm a tri-state kid. You understand what I'm saying? We get off telling the truth. I don't get off lying to people, making up stories or nothing like that, because later on when you do that, you got to answer for that to somebody. It's always going to come back. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to official King Payne. Have any content? King Payne do have content. What are you talking about? King Payne does have content. I watched his other video. He just did a video, what was it, night before last? And he made Jaguar like the last fucking, what? See, this is the thing too. Y'all jealous of him too. Let's keep it a buck. Because I see y'all do the same behavior over there. I'll be everywhere. Sometimes it's my name, sometimes it ain't. But I'll be everywhere. And I see motherfucker. I'm not just saying because he donated to me. If you've been on this channel before and you've seen the other videos I did about Jaguar, you know I was talking good about King Payne before he even showed up. Videos are still up. I ain't got no reason to lie. What does it benefit me to lie? You know what I'm saying? None. This is a secondary thing to me. I'm a musician. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a musician. I'm not a vlog. I'm a musician that happens to vlog. No, the acronym. Okay, I got you. Yeah, the acronym. He wrote it himself. Didn't you see that? He wrote it himself. Yeah. This is literally my first time here. Shout out to LMSYT. Yeah, exactly. This is King Payne's first time being here. Like, and I appreciate it, because the first time he came in, what he do? He donated. You know what I'm saying? Like a real nigga should. Say what you want to about somebody. Have you donated? Nah, see, now she want to come in here and have conversations. Nah, if you ain't talking to me, you ain't coming in here and have no conversations. Fuck all that. I cut anybody off that come in here trying to have their own side conversations or whatever. You're devolving from the interest of the vlog. You understand? You're not gonna be in my shit. You want to say hi to each other, whatever, 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 whatever. You just sat up there just a few minutes ago and said something totally different than what you said. So I don't trust you. Don't be afraid to block people. It's only one person. Especially if you got over 10,000 followers, don't be afraid to block people. If they say something that's out the side, because usually it's a segue for the future when they're going to say something even more fucked up. They might even seem like they're nice people at the moment, but trust me, in the future, they're going to say something fucked up. My first time here too, the same with KP family in the house. What's going on, Rena Love? Nice to meet you. Say what you want, but have you donated? Exactly. See what I'm saying? Have you donated? $ STRINGERBELL80. You understand? That's my cash app. I'm proving a point that you can't get cash apps with talking good about her, but you can get all the dollars in the world talking bad about her. I did a count just by eye of one of these vloggers the other night. Do you know they probably took in over $800 on a 3-hour live, this bashing Jaguar, bashing Lagana. And that's one thing I don't like about when they talk about Lagana. And I got to bring this up again if y'all didn't hear my live last night. I had one child in my life. I worked in the music industry for 17 years. So I was always in this city, that city, this city, whatever the case may be. I worked for Bad Boy Entertainment, for those of y'all not wondering. So in those times, depending on what city I was in that month or whatever the case may be, or that week or whatever, or multiple cities in that month, I didn't really have time to have children, or I had to be very cautious about having children because of pure simple fact. I'll read your comment in a second. I had to be real cautious about having children because of pure simple fact. I knew I would not be able to be there. This is something I'm pretty sure the Jaguar Wright can identify with because she toured. So I had one daughter. I ended up having one daughter by a woman that I very much love. I had 4 women in my life that I've loved, like sincerely loved. My ex-girlfriend was one of them that I was with for 7 years. She wasn't dark-skinned, but my daughter's mother was. She was Haitian. Very dark-skinned woman, but she looked like a goddamn black porcelain doll. People used to stop us, and even if it was insulting sometimes, they would say, you are beautiful for a dark-skinned woman. I can't tell you how many times I heard that when I was with Pharaoh, when I was with her. Pharaoh was beautiful. We had a daughter. Our daughter died. Her lungs collapsed, and she was born premature. My daughter's mother was a small woman. She was anemic, but just a statuesque woman. That's the best way I could describe it, you know? And so our daughter passed away or whatever. But my daughter, I got to hold her and everything like that before she passed. And it was amazing because my daughter, I could tell she would have been dark skinned. And then like later on, I saw when my ex had kids by somebody else, those kids came out dark skinned too. So I think to myself, I would have had a dark skinned daughter, you know? She would have been a multilingual dark-skinned girl, but she would have been a dark-skinned. And so then I heard all these people talking about, thank you, Official King Payne. Official King Payne wrote my, what's the name, my Cash App in the thing. Please feel free to hit that up if y'all would. I'm sorry to hear that, Dad, I never heard you tell the story. Yeah, her name was Amani Katia Lewis. That was my daughter's name. Her mother's name was Farrah. She was from Patientville, you know what I mean, in Haiti. This is very true. I still talk to the family to this day. What up, Elijah, if you're listening? So I think to myself when I heard people attacking Lagana, and get this correct, right? I'll say this and I'll say it again. Lagana, I don't believe that shit. All right. As it sits. I don't believe that shit you're talking about. But it doesn't remove the fact that you are a person and you're not ugly. And I just saw so many people calling, I said this last night, so many people calling her buckwheat and she's so black and blah, 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 blah. That's a self-hatred within yourself. You understand? And these same people that are calling, making fun of her, they got family members that are dark skinned. Their mama might be dark skinned. So do you talk about them too? I've met some people that are, I live in Connecticut. This is a pasty white state, all right? No matter where you go, all right? For the most part, except for a few little areas and pockets that are mostly black or mostly Latino or both of them together. That's it. The majority of the state is fucking Italian and Greek. There ain't no way of getting around it, all right? That's why I knew that girl that was just talking what she was talking about. She lived in New Hampshire. I said, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. Bitches in New Hampshire don't even talk like you. You from the slums. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all these insults. And regardless if you believe the story or not, If you say she's got mental illness, how the fuck are you sitting up there retorting and rebutting back to her what seemingly is mental illness itself? If you sitting online for fucking 10 hours and you sitting there, you like, "Hey, look at her, she ugly." I mean, there was people calling in just to call her ugly. That girl's not ugly. Is her weave a little bit off? Yeah. Was that wig fucked up? Yeah, don't you ever wear that shit ever again. Don't ever wear that shit again. Was her hair a little messed up or whatever? But then I seen this other video and she had her hair out. See, a lot of y'all girls don't realize this. A lot of y'all look so beautiful natural. A lot of y'all look so beautiful natural. It's part of your uniqueness, you know? And so I looked at her and I said, let me look at her. Let me really, 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 really look at her. And so I looked at her and I was like, that girl's not ugly. And like any woman, you throw the right amount of makeup. When y'all ever see some of these makeup tutorials with these girls that be running around and they really fucking ugly? I'm talking about like, I've seen some bitches that's pulling teeth out their mouth, fucking, this like, they look like a fucking monster. And they'll sit there and get this makeup tutorial. Let me show you how a bitch change her face. Y'all ready? So the bitch go in looking like this and come out looking like this. You know what I mean? And you're like, what kind of sorcery is this shit? You know what I'm saying? What kind of sorcery is this shit? If you get up in the morning and you gotta make sure your weave is right, or make your weave appointment, or put on a ton of makeup or whatever, and I'm seeing this young lady get on camera, and the majority of the time she ain't got no fucking makeup on or anything else, it might be you that's ugly. It might be you that's ugly. You might be the ugly motherfucker. And ugliness don't just come from the exterior, it also comes from the interior too. Huh? I stay away. In the tri-state, we got a lot of evil, nasty, conniving motherfuckers. All right, make no mistake about it. And you know which ones to stay away from because of pure simple fact they got this look to them, they got this aura to them, they got this vibe to them. I'm telling a lot of you big vloggers out there, and a lot of y'all got a responsibility. And I'm telling y'all, this path that you're taking in the future and trajectory is not going to lead you to anywhere but further separation. You got to man the fuck up, woman the fuck up, and say to yourself, how am I benefiting this woman when I'm sitting there and I'm saying, hey, and I'm talking about Jaguar and Lagana both. How am I benefiting these women as far as the sisterhood and all that fucking feminist bullshit? You know, bitches can't wear motherfucking white and pink socks. We gonna protest. All that shit y'all do. Y'all sitting there and bashing somebody part of your gender and ilk and color and culture online for others to see outside of dysphoria. You understand? So you're giving white America and any other culture of America, you're giving them the fucking license to bash on you because of pure simple fact you sitting on and you bashing on yourself. And I can't tell you how many of y'all punk ass men, and listen, I done been in all kinds of shit. Before I got with the music industry, you asked some niggas what I was doing. I done presented 8 pages on here for niggas. It's still up here. You can go check it out. 8 pages of the shit I've done. Chitty bang. I used to be fucking stupid. And they used to always look over me because I'm the smallest one. Now that's the craziest one. You know what I mean? That's another story. Point I'm getting at is these punk ass men that are online and they talking about Jaguar and many others, these motherfuckers, and I mentioned it before, they can't walk the street of New York. Because they didn't talk so much shit, whether it be about rappers, whether it be about Jaguar, whether it be about just people in general, whether it be about other bloggers. These motherfuckers can't go outside. That's why y'all see me pull up at Trump Tower. I done been there. Y'all ain't seen them lives I did at Trump Tower? Multiple ones. I go up there and I talk the truth, what y'all really call it, the truth about shit. Don't matter what spectrum is on. Anti-Republican, anti-Democrat, Green Party. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. I stand right in front of there and there'd be police officers up there and all kinds of shit. They say nothing to me. You know why? It's a particular reason. One, because I got familiar with staff there a long time ago. But two, and more importantly, I go there. I go everywhere around New York and I film, including the old building, everything like that, Times Square. Y'all see me moving. You know, it's up here on the channel. This is my point to it. Don't y'all ever pay attention to the fact that a lot of these motherfuckers that vlog, they always in a situation like what's behind me? They ain't ever outside. You know why? Because they scared. They scared. They scared. They scared. Because if you was a real dude and you felt everything that you were saying in your heart was true, you'd be able to go sit up outside and be like, yo, you know what? Listen, this is how I feel. Fuck this person, fuck that person, fuck this person, da 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 da. How do you feel? You will be able to go outside and do it. No, you talk shit about people in the comfortability of your home, with its safety. And you think the whole time, I ain't never got an answer to this. People travel, people move around. King Payne said, I'm always outside. See what I'm saying? You see what I mean? A lot of these dudes don't be outside. Start asking some of your favorite vloggers. Yo, my man, or my homegirl. I don't no disrespect. But how come you don't never do no vlogs outside? Ask them that. I see your old bad boy boss, Sean Presby, hosting Drink Champs. Yes, sir. Shout out to Prez. You know what I mean? Also, we got him over here at Vlog TV. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? I was with that man. That man raised us. You know what I'm saying? As far as the game go or whatever. A lot of the words that y'all hear me reiterate come from Sean Prez. So thank you, OG Patrice. I appreciate that. Shout out to Prez. You know what I mean? I just talked to Prez not too long ago. Shout out to Chrome. Shout out to Uptown. Shout out to Rod Dollar. Shout out to Vidal. Shout out to a lot of the folks that I worked with and had this monumental times with along in Bad Boy Entertainment. But this ain't about Bad Boy. This ain't the reason. Well, it's partially the reason I'm here. You know what I mean? Because we know the Jaguar got more to offer. Let's put it that way. It's been in the conversation theory, okay? You know that as well as I know that. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm literally just here to offer counsel, if you want to say, all right? Jaguar, and I mean this with sincerity, outside a few good bloggers like King Payne, such as himself, Sean Davey, and a few other friends that you made a genuine, sincere people here on YouTube, which are very few and in between. Most of these motherfuckers are opportunists and they just want the next view. There's something that lies in between. And as it lies in between, there's a clock that's ticking. You understand what I mean? That same clock is ticking for me. You know? So I'll put that in perspective for you. And I've done a couple of uploads where you see, well, not on here, but on my other space. Going to the studio, things like that or whatever, in preparation for a new project for myself to put out there. This will be the first time that I do a project singing versus rapping, you know. But we had to make that transition because I'm not too old to rap, but I pushing it out for 5 or 10 more years, it ain't gonna work. Singing is a more natural transition for me. Jaguar Wright is a singer. The reason I mentioned that song, Healing Within, is because I listened to that song just today. And I was saying to myself, I was like, yo, this wasn't that long ago. You understand? This wasn't that long ago when she dropped that album. Please believe that. This wasn't that long ago. And if you really know about music, go look at some of the credits on her songs and her albums. Go look at the credits. Y'all ain't paying attention to the right thing. So don't worry, Big David, because of David here to help you out. What you got to do is you got to look at the names on the credits on the albums. These are people that we have known for almost our whole entire adult life, these people in the industry. You understand what I'm saying? They are friends of ours. They are people, even if you sometimes, go astray or go away or whatever the case may be or whatever, you could even offer an apology in some cases. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, I was going through this. I was going through that. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, Jaguar. You know you ain't fully fucking out. You know that as well as I know that. I want her to concentrate on her music. I go back and I revert back to that video that I saw her when she was in the car singing with her son on the way to church. I revert back to the video I saw this 2 days ago when she was sitting in the bathtub and she was singing. You understand? I need you to go listen to Callie Urchis, Red Moon and Venus, Jaguar. Go listen to that. Go also listen to Naomi Sharon. She's one of Drake's new artists. Go listen to that. You're going to understand what I mean when you go listen to it. Just go listen to it, all right? Jaguar need to do her music. And instead of you motherfuckers encouraging her to give you the next piece of gossip, I know she the plug, but she also the plug for something else too, and that's music. You understand? That's where y'all need to be encouraging her to do. I can't do it solely alone. And nor can my comrades or people that are within the industry. This is a personal decision. You understand what I'm saying? There have been artists that have been sitting back for 5, 10 years. Y'all ain't heard nothing from. And the reason why, because they just don't feel like doing a fucking album. What the fuck I need to do an album for? Huh? I got $40 million in the bank. What the fuck I need to do an album for? You see? Jaguar is nothing more than a magnificent narcissist. There's no defending her. And Francesca Flash, what are you? Let's give her a chance. Let's give Francesca a chance. Francesca, what are you with your psychoanalysis via online on YouTube? What have you done in life? Give us an example of how you're better than her, Francesca. Since you don't have a picture of yourself, you have what is that? A teddy bear, a tiger of yourself as a come on, you get a few seconds here. You wanted to put in the chat room. So say, what do you do currently? And what have you done previously? And can we get a video also of you walking out your door and walking out your front door and panning left and right so we can see what your neighborhood look like? Oh, don't y'all believe these fraud motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all something. Motherfuckers that talk the loudest got the least going on. Motherfuckers that talk the loudest got the least going on. That's why they talk loud. I don't care if she's a narcissist, bitch. How do we not know you're a narcissist? Huh? How do we not know that your man left you because he said the same shit about you? Are you married, Francesca? Okay, Francesca don't want to say nothing, so we must be telling the truth. Bye, Francesca, you fucking cunt. All right, so I mean, the only thing you got to do is call these motherfuckers out. What are you doing? You understand what I'm saying? Even at the bottom of the scale, Jaguar had a Coca-Cola commercial. What have you done in comparison? She's a narcissist. No, the motherfuckers around you, y'all, people in your house don't even respect you. We got people online that the people in that house don't even respect them, but they all online talking about morality, integrity, narcissism, and all that shit. Bitch, you a narcissist. If you came up here, you try to throw your motherfucking comment in here and supersede everybody else's comment. She's a narcissist. I don't care what you say. You're trying to defend her. Bitches ain't trying to defend somebody. It's the truth. It's the truth. And what you want to do is you want to keep your template of fucking viewer alive online. You know why? Because you ain't got shit else and will never have shit else going on. You've never had shit going on. Can we be honest? Motherfuckers will talk shit about King Payne. I'm not just saying this because he donated to me, because I said it before. People will talk shit about King Payne, but let's keep it a buck. You're jealous of him. You're jealous of him. You're jealous of his views. If he wasn't a topic of interest, you wouldn't make your motherfucking lives about him. You wouldn't be trying to expose him. You wouldn't be trying to put him out there. You wouldn't be talking about his sexuality. Listen, my cousin at LBGT, I don't know if official King Payne is or not. I don't give a fuck. It's not going to stop me from being friends with him. It wouldn't stop me from having a conversation with him. It wouldn't even stop me from hanging out with him. You understand? You do what you do. I do what I do. You like blondes. I like brunettes. So fuck what? It's never a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But the fucking attacks that I've seen from these people on Sean Davy Wade, or King Payne, on Jaguar, and many other people, it just had me believing, yo, there's more to this. These are opportunists that see that there's a lane in talking about people. So let me talk about somebody and beat them down. Star Pepper, what's going on? And beat them down as much as I can online. Get some of the troops to rally along with me with their pitchforks. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them. You know, the pitchfork community, that's what they used to do back in the days. You know, even the times of Jesus. If the town got disgruntled or didn't like what somebody said, they would go run and get the pitchforks. You understand? Whole crowd would come with pitchforks. If you watch a video by, what's that boy's name? I ain't said his name. Tyler, the Creator. He's got this video out like that. And all these motherfuckers are chasing him. They all got pitchforks and shit. And every time he stops, he's in whiteface. And every time he stops, they stop. So it's just a whole bunch of blah, 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 but they ain't gonna do shit. You know, I know you ain't gonna do shit because I'm a nigga that do shit. That's how I know. So my point is, I ain't fronting, I ain't stunting or whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? 8 pages. You know what I'm saying? You playing, I ain't playing. Hey, Star Pepper, what's going on? I just hate that people are using Jaguar for clickbait. That's all they're using it for, brown skin. That's it. And then when you click on their page, the first thing that's going on is, let me tell you about the latest gossip. Well, bitch, we don't need to know the latest gossip because she just talked about it on her page this morning. That's why I'm not sitting up here, oh, well, Jaguar says she have an abortion. That's her fucking business. That's her fucking business. Ain't me and not that. I ain't the pappy. I ain't the pappy. You understand what I'm saying? It might be be like, you remember that night back in 2019? No, bitch, I don't remember. What happened? Well, you remember when you spent the night here? Well, this your son. Oh shit. We gotta go to court over this. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to you for a minute, baby. Let me talk to you for a minute. Motherfuckers out here with side babies, uh, stringing the government for motherfucking. Some of y'all motherfuckers is on here talking the most. Been frauding the government for years with food stamps and all kinds of shit. Living in public housing, got your side baby daddy or the little fella to come over, whatever. You know, the little fella to come over. Beep beep. Now come on now, bitch. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all motherfuckers are living in the direst of situations. And meanwhile, y'all talking shit about a woman that appears every time on camera being in a hot tub or some shit like that, cooling, smoking a doobie, talking, hey, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Aren't y'all paying attention to everything here? I mean, the woman has went to a mental facility twice, right? And they have allowed her to leave. Under the times that many people will report, they have allowed her to leave. Let's keep hindsight. Let's keep this shit a buck since y'all want to keep it so real. Both times they have allowed this woman to leave. Lightly medicated, may I add. Y'all were talking like the medication she was on was the most strongest shit in the world. The most strongest shit in the world, and I can say this from my mother being a practitioner, the most strongest shit they could give you, that's for you to stay in the hospital. It makes you inoperable. It makes you slouchy. It makes you unable to control fucking vehicles and shit like that. If she was on some heavy medication, she couldn't even be driving across the country right fucking now. They wouldn't allow her to. They would, in many cases, if you're under heavy medication or whatever, a lot of times the pharmacist will mandate that you contact the DMV or local police agencies. I've seen this done before to tell them, yo, I'm heavily medicated, in case you have an accident or swerving off the road, they know what they're dealing with. This is the truth. So I'm telling you guys, out of 2 times going into a mental institution or mental evaluation, rather, y'all won't call it a mental institution, it's a mental evaluation. After 2 times going into a mental evaluation, usually the second time they'd be like, all right, but you got to stay. You got to stay. You can't leave. You got to stay. No, 2 times. And this last time, y'all see her out, and what's she doing? Fucking, what's her name? Sitting in a fucking jacuzzi. So your psychoanalysis and unqualified psychoanalysis, and let me add, I'm a collegiate. I graduated college. I might have did it later in life, but I did it. Your uneducated ass, undocumented, uncertificate having ass can be able to give a psychoanalysis of somebody unqualified. I've heard so many people call up talking about, yeah, something wrong with her, especially Hattie. Never Hattie to be over there with Perry. Hey, Perry, something wrong with that girl, Hattie. I don't know what's wrong with her, but something wrong. Hold on. I'm fucking it up. Hold on 1 second. Perry, I don't know what's wrong with that girl, but something wrong with her, Perry. Mm-hmm. I saw it in a dream. My cat came and licked me on the face. Hold on, Perry. Let me give you a lighter. I don't like that old bitch. I'm sorry. I just don't like that old bitch. Listen, you sit up here talking about somebody's mental health, but you spending 8, 9, 10, 12 hours talking about a motherfucker you don't know online. Where do you think that puts you at? You need a psychiatric evaluation. If you sitting online, if you contacting people's family that you don't even fucking know, you got a problem. If you contacting and reporting on somebody's son, you got a fucking problem. If you sitting around and you're talking about, yo, listen, I'm doing this for the people. Y'all getting duped, y'all getting scammed. Matter of fact, make sure you see the Cash App link right there, right? Make sure you donate. I saw a motherfucker make $800 off of doing 3 hours of talking shit about Jag. And I went live last night. I went live 2 times because one time I went live, as most of y'all know, my sound was messed up. So I had to do it over. You know what I mean? But considering the fact y'all my audience, I could do that. I didn't make 1 donation last night. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that I said last night, I'm saying now, you know? But what kills me is these people that do. These people that do. And it doesn't matter if it's just Jaguar, it's other stars that they hop on a line and they matter-of-factly talk about or whatever the case. Let me tell y'all something from reality. A lot of the stars that y'all talk about, they know who your names are. You understand? They not only know who your names are, they know where you live at. They know what kind of cars you drive. They know if you got kids. A lot of y'all kids are protecting y'all from a lot of the shit y'all be saying. I'm telling y'all the truth here. Now, you can think whatever you want to. You talking to somebody that was actually in the music business, actually talks to people in the music business on a weekly basis. All right? I'm going to read your comment in 1 second, King Payne. I just want to say this. So with that being said, do you know the monetary resources that these people have versus you? So you collect that little $800, little $2,000, whatever the case may be, or whatever. But I'm talking about gentlemen that I witnessed with my own 2 eyes on multiple occasions in Miami, California, whatever, called a Brinks truck to bring them cash. You know what that means? That means the Brinks truck has to come out if you want any more than $25,000 to $50,000, usually over $10,000, depending on certain states and what their rules are. But in most states, it's $25,000 to $50,000. The Brinks truck comes out and it delivers your money to you. And they deliver your money to you on a tray. That's real money. Do you know what kind of resources you could? Let me shut the fuck up. A lot of y'all lucky. A lot of y'all lucky. And you hide behind your kids, you hide behind your family. Some of you motherfuckers fly to other countries. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. Now, think about it. I think I have come across your channel before. You do videos on industry, right? No, I don't really do videos on the industry. I do videos, I don't have a niche. And the reason I don't have a niche, King Payne, is because I don't feel it's necessary. Now, I do videos and I talk about people and situations that are in the industry that happen or whatever, because a lot of the times, based on being in that industry for so long, I know what it is versus what some people might perceive that it is. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you can have people perceiving one thing and then they go to their channel and they direct it and narrate it and they say, oh, this is the way it is. And in reality, that's not the case. And I can name several different times that has happened. And I hate the fact that even when these guys are proven wrong, they don't have the gall or the gumption to come up online and apologize. See, one time I came up online, I had said some shit about something that had happened. And it comes to find that there was one part in the story that was wrong, but it was as it was reported, if that makes sense. So I only had to go off what was reported. So when it was said, what I did was at that time was I said, you know what? Let me step away from this. You understand? Offer an apology to my crowd because I don't want to give them the wrong impression. And then they think I'm one of these Chuck motherfuckers too. See, one of the reasons I take a hit as far as monetarily or donations or whatever, like you see 51 people in here right now. There's only 24 people that hit the like button. Can y'all please hit the like button if you don't want to donate? And if you like to donate, the links are in the description box if you'd like to contribute and show that people can make money when they're not talking insidious or nasty about their own people. You know, so at very least, hit the like button for me, please. I appreciate it if you would. See what I mean? Thank you for that one person to hit the like button. One person out of 49. They're here because they want to hear me say something bad about Jaguar. I'm not. So if that's what you're looking for, you might as well just go away and skedaddle. I don't need you. It'll be 15 to 20 more to replace you. Thank you, King Payne. I think I seen you at Bad Boy Commentary. It went viral. Yeah, that's me. That's me a long time ago. Thank you, Miss B. What's going on? Andrea Nicole, what's going on? It's unfortunate, but what you see is you see a whole bunch of people, not only in the chat rooms, not only in the all these rooms and whatever, encouraging people to do this. And what I'm trying to tell you is, as a vlogger, y'all the one with the control. You understand? Y'all saw how in here I just blocked like 3 people. I ain't give a fuck. I'm not having a long conversation with you or whatever. That one bitch had been here for a year and a half. Every time it was a subject that she wanted to hear something about, she'd come in and have some snarky remark or have something to counter what I'm saying or whatever the fuck case may be. Bitch, if you do live in New Hampshire, what are you talking about? You live in the fucking woods. If you do live in New Hampshire, which I doubt. You understand what I'm saying? So, because people up there that talk ghetto and what's the name like that, they stick out in New Hampshire. Trust me, they stick out in Vermont too. They just stick out. It's Lily White up there. Okay, yeah, I definitely want you to come on the show. Please reach out to me after this. Definitely will, King Payne. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. Guys, that was King Payne up in here. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel too if you're not familiar with him. The first way I got familiar with him because he was talking about Jaguar. He was talking about Jaguar in a good light, and this was one of the times when Jaguar was down. Like he had no reason to be. Most people, they'll flay away. Like you go to jail, you get locked down or whatever. King Payne has not done that. He has stayed consistent. I have watched. There's other vloggers that have done the same thing. You know, there's some little bumps and hiccups in some of Jag's stories, but we'll iron that out later. As far as the initial shit or whatever, baby girl, you know you can walk back anytime you want to, but that's on you. I said last night and I say again, I think Jaguar should start doing gospel music. I think you should do this one gospel album. Just one gospel album. Throw it out as a project. This as on your own. Launch it on your own. I even show you how to do it if you want to reach out to me. I'll show you how to do it and do it an easy way. Versus having to go through these companies like Tidal and all these fucking different. I'll show you a way to do it where you make every last dime. All right. So if you want to reach out to me, and I'm a person that sold music before, let me underline that several times. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if that's something you want to do, Jag. I'll send you the information. We ain't even got to have a conversation. I'll just send you the information. It's self-explanatory on how to do the upkeep on it. All right. I think you should come out with a gospel album. And I'm gonna center in on this. When I was listening to you in the car, and also when you was in the bathtub singing too, but more importantly, when you were singing in the car, you were singing a gospel song. You remember what that gospel song is? I know what that gospel song is. I've heard it before. My grandmother played that gospel song before. That song that you were singing, it naturally went with the octave of your voice. And just like I made the transition from being a rapper to a singer, I think you need to make the transition. I think you need to make the transition. And what I need to do, you know what, King Payne? She was actually, I did a live yesterday and the fucking sound wasn't on. I'm gonna put some screenshots up of it so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll tag you in it, but she came into my live or whatever. OG Patrice, who was in here, I don't know if she's still here. Patrice, say something if you're still in here. Her and Jag are very good friends. I have a gospel album written and ready to go. Then give it to her. Because if she came through Clive, look, one thing they emphasize on all of us, because see, Clive signed Puff. You understand? They went from an office on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx to Midtown Manhattan at 1540 Broadway. If you go down below King Payne and the rest of you guys, you'll see a live that I did in front of that office this recently or whatever. And people were walking by. It's like, how is he doing that? The security right there. Because they fucking know me. You understand what I'm saying? I always make it an effort. Any of the guys that worked with me before, they'll let you know. I knew from the get-go how to move. I always become friends with the club bouncers. That's the main motherfucker you want to be friends with. The next people you want to be friends with is security. The next people you want to be friends with after that is the club promoters. It runs in those 3 lines. You understand? And the same rules for office buildings. You understand? You always want to be cool with security. Because security will be the ones that'll be like, no, officer, he fine. We don't need your assistance. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you crack somebody on the head. All right, nigga, I saw what you do. Go. I've seen that before. You slide me 20 or something, nigga. Little 20, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little 20, 40. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I went to the building and Clout was in that building. Clout used to actually be about 2 floors above us. And this is when he was with Arista Records. I met a lot of people in there. I met Whitney Houston in there. I met Prince in there. Clive had signed Prince for a while when he was doing the slave thing on the side of his face. I got a picture of that somewhere. I'll pop it up with me next to the huge-ass billboard of it. Play that role good. Bitch, I don't know what you're talking about, play that role good, but you can get the fuck out of here, you fucking cunt. All right. So anyway. Yeah, I don't like cunts like that. Play that real good, bitch. You just go to my page and you'll see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? There's videos on my page. I'll share some of them in the, what is that shit called? The community section, too. I shared one before. You can go there. It's probably still there a couple of days before I got banned or whatever. Be in the studio at Daddy's House Recording Studio, Quad Studio, Electric Lady. You know what I'm saying? This bitch on there talking about, tell him sounded good, bitch. Suck a dick. Anyway, talking about he must reign. They always got, notice this, the people that talk the shit the most, they always got some Christian name. They always got some fucking prayer, heal with them in or whatever. Watch out for these motherfuckers. They the ops. That's the ops. They come in and they got one of these names, healing from within and sanctity and all that shit. Get away from the motherfuckers. They full of shit. Matter of fact, if you see that screen name and it's something or a matriculation of that, automatically know when you walk into the confines of that conversation, just have it on your mind. This person can probably be about some bullshit. Every last one of those, I'll get back to what I was saying, but every last one of them motherfuckers out here say, oh, we got to pray. Oh, we need to have a day of remembrance and all that saucy shit that they talk, right? These are some of the most fake motherfuckers you will ever experience in your fucking life. Take a Don 888. What's going on? Fresh and funny. Thank you, man. You know, I do what I can. I do my part. You know, but what I gotta do is I gotta get y'all. It's my fucking duty. You understand what I'm saying? I remember as I was growing up. Y'all know Lord Jamal. You understand? Jamal, I don't know if he's still doing a podcast or not, you know what I mean, podcast or whatever. But I know at one time he checked me out too. He came over here, gave me a shout in the chat room. Let me tell y'all something. In that video, Sunshine or Wake Up, I think one of the two it was. They did that video on 125th Street. All right. I went over there by Allah School of Mecca before, right across the street from I forgot what the hell the name of that center is right there. But in the video, they were standing on the corner of 125th Street. And then what the brother said, and he said it wise. He said, the duty of a civilized man is to do what? Teach the uncivilized. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers have reverted back to being nefarious and insidious and uncivilized via this vehicle right here and this free motherfucking account y'all got. Y'all keep forgetting it's a free account. It's free, okay? And you motherfuckers at the minimum had to pay $20 a month for this shit. You will see some of the riffraff. Bye-bye. Just like that. That means you long-term profile, y'all long-term profile holders. That's what I like to call y'all. We're going to start using that long-time profile holders. That's the first motherfuckers that should go after. Y'all know what I mean by that? There's a motherfucker that's been online for 4, 5, 7, 10, 12 years at the most. Because that's how long, I think YouTube's been here since like 2008, 2007. So let's say 13 years. Motherfucker been online for 13 years, and you got a culmination of 9 fucking followers and no material up. But you watch every vlogger night after night after night. You should be a fucking G. You should be better at this shit than I am. You've been here longer. These long-term profile holders, these motherfuckers are the most worst motherfuckers and the first people YouTube should go after. I'm going to tell you why. These are the motherfuckers that are in the comments, like these 3 motherfuckers I just blocked. I am not sitting here arguing with you or what. I don't fucking know you. Fuck you. Fuck your family. Fuck everybody in your life. You got a problem, send your address. My point is, these motherfuckers will send on the line day after day after day to fluster people, get problems started, get this vlogger beefing with this vlogger, go from one podcast, guess what so-and-so said about you over here, you need a rebuttal and say something to him over there, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and this is how they keep the cycle going. And I'm saying in 2023, we only in March. I'm not, if I could have prevented, or at least if I could have my voice echo, I'm going to set y'all motherfuckers straight. What y'all doing to Jaguar right now, if y'all saying that she's bad off, what y'all doing to her right now is hurting her, not helping her. So all you motherfuckers that talk about she needs mental help and you know, I wish she would call me, you know, shut the fuck up. You looking for a come up. You looking for a come up. Because if you really felt like that, you would put a private message or put it in the comment section. Jag, this is my info. Can you hit me at this motherfucking email? I want to talk to you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or you would just do like I do. Go online and just talk about it and say, yo, listen, it might not just be her. That's what we're saying. There's some participation going on here. It might not just be her. Because, see, first of all, if you as popular as her, you got to have an audience. And that audience is going to be split, just like a musician. That audience is going to split. They're either going to like you or they don't like you. It seems like to me, when you're sitting around, you're talking about this woman being a scam artist. You the scam artist too. And I proved it again today. As soon as she went live today, here come some of the usual suspects, but here comes some of the new suspects. And every last one of these motherfuckers is sitting up there talking some crazy shit. Yeah, or the Cash App. And talking some crazy shit about her, making up stories, adding to the sauce. Well, I heard Goomba said this and da-da-da-da. Why is it any of your fucking business? Oh, well, she made it our business. She made it your business. Bitches are always a limit to business. Even the police don't dig in for so much. They're only allowed to do so much. These motherfuckers is calling people's family members. Shit like, you ever contact one of my family members, don't worry about the police coming. I'm coming to see you. You understand? And everybody getting the fuck down. Trust me on that. When you ever call one of my fucking family members, threaten them, say anything, everybody in the fucking room's getting down. I can guarantee you fucking that. And I'll go to fucking jail with your handcuff and fucking handcuff and explain to cops why I did what I did to you. Don't believe me? Try it. So the only thing I'm saying to you is this, yo. We got people that are making buku amounts of money talking about someone that they don't know. They are giving psycho evaluation, psychoanalysis via online about people they don't know. They are contacting people's family members, bringing them on camera, charging people. This is all about money. It's all about money. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I keep doing these lives right here, because I'm letting you guys know there's no money to be made in talking good about Jaguar, right? But there's every dollar possible in talking bad about her. Why make things up when she's telling us her truth? Exactly. Why make things up? These people are making stories up. I heard Jaguar was talking, and she's part of the Baphomet and all this shit, and blah, 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 blah. And Jay-Z is after. How the fuck you know Jay-Z ain't after? I'm from the New York City tri-state. Jay-Z will put one in you. Put me on record for saying that. Him or Bleak. What, am I wrong? Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? Hey, Angel Dickinson, what's going on? King, he knows Jag. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sagittarius Bell, what's going on? I'm just reading some of the comments, y'all. Davin, it's called the Jaguar Wright Johnson stimulus package. That part. That part right there. Yo, OG Patrice hit that shit on the nose. She said, Davin, it's called the Jaguar Wright Johnson stimulus package. You better tell her to use it. You better tell her to use it. You better tell her to use it. Jaguar, I can tell you from the parentheses of Bad Boy Entertainment, I've had this conversation, so I'm gonna be honest with you. You're cool. Nobody's on our end is going to bother you. Nobody on our end is after you. Nobody on our end is any of that shit. And if you don't like somebody, you feel free to say that. I would hope that you wouldn't, because you got a lot of friends out here. A lot of people, you made some phone calls recently, and I'm not going to say it online, but you made some phone calls recently to a couple of people. And some of those people decided to get on camera with you. Some people aren't paying attention to that. She called young Chris and Neef. Used to be signed to Rockefeller out of Philly. Chris still talk to Jay. Am I lying? A lot of people from Philly still talk to Jay. See, there's things in this we know that y'all don't know. And I saw her talk to the homegirl from Floetry. She still tours. She's still putting out projects. As far as I know, Natalie, I believe that's her name. So, like I said, let's just say she know more people in the industry than you do. Let's just say that she know how this industry float more than you do. You are unversed. You're a novice. I call Jaguar voodoo juice because she is addictive. She puts herself out there. I was hooked. It's not about putting yourself out there. It's just like King Payne said, it's telling your truth, and the way I see things from my perspective, I've had many a times that I've been in offices and people will look at me and say, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? And then a couple months later, they'd be like, oh, I see what you was talking about. I have been doing this video vlog and shit for a while. I started out doing radio with OG Mac Drama out in Arizona. Shout out to OG Mac Drama. I just recently talked to him. And he had told me to call into the show, but I know what that is, Mac. I call into that show, I'm going to be rocking with you night after night after that, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to come back over to that. Me and Mac Drama, we interview some great people. Math Hoffa, I brought him on there. Math Hoffa's a friend of mine. Shout out to Math Hoffa, Brooklyn. We interviewed MC Breed's daughter, RIP to MC Breed. We interviewed Rick Ross and his son, whatever. One thing you have to type in is OG Mac Drama and Davin Lewis Blog Talk Radio. Put that in, all the old episodes will come up. You can check it out. You'll see I was the same person then. But on one particular episode, I remember I predicted that streaming was going to take over. This is back in like 2013, 2014. I said, streaming is going to take over and you're not going to have any more physical sales. You understand what I'm saying? And I was right. Yeah, Brooklyn, definitely. Y'all can ask Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa know me, you know what I'm saying, in real life, in person. You know what I mean? So go over there and ask him or whatever. And congratulations on everything. I said it the whole time, nigga. I said you need to go. It ain't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was his whole decision. But I never having that conversation, and I was right. Math hop is one of the biggest things out there. I saw it, Devin. I know I'm out here in Arizona. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, Patrice. I ain't lying. Patrice, she said I saw it. I ain't lying. Shout out to OG Mac Drama. That's my dude right there. You know what I mean? Definitely family right there. 1017 Brick Squad, Waka Flocka, Deb Atney, and all of them. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? I want to see Jaguar Wright get another project out. And I think she could do it via doing gospel music. I really think so. Coco from SWV, they from the Bronx originally. Coco from SWV, she actually won a Grammy for doing a gospel album. Yes, Coco from SWV. Go check out. Just put in Coco of SWV gospel music, and you'll see why I'm saying what I'm saying. Jaguar got a church voice, don't you, Shug? Shug grew up in church, but I think that's what she should do next. And ending this off, because I've been going for what, hour 35 minutes. I just want to end this off. I go about 2 hours. I want to see, make sure you guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I just want to check out something, see something real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I just want to say again, thank you, King Payne, for donating. Anybody else who want to donate? OG Patrice, you know my shit. Can you write on my Cash App in the chat room? I still ain't figured out how to do that yet. I don't know how to write in the chat room. So if somebody know how to write in the chat room, let me know and help me out here. And I would appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because I do not know how to do it. But it's $ STRINGERBELL 80. Again, that's $STRINGERBELL 80. Stringer Bell 80. Can somebody write that in the Cash App for me? King Payne, I saw that. I love Coco too. That's the girl right there. She actually sounds better. Thank you, Patrice. She actually sounds better doing gospel music because see, gospel music. Puff was gonna do a run with gospel music for a minute. I remember we had it all lined up and everything. Malcolm Miles, James Cruz, all of them were behind it, and we had planned on it, doing it, and launching it, and everything like that. And it just never happened. I don't know exactly what happened, but it just never happened. And it's unfortunate because he had some groups. Puff had some groups ready to go. I mean, like whole choir ensembles and everything. Really, to be quite honest with you, it might have been some of the influence when Kanye did his Sunday school run. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know Puff and well, at one time they were. I think they still cool too. But at one time, because we get into bickerments and arguments or whatever all the time, musicians. That's just who we are. We're a bunch of, somebody called Jaguar narcissists. We're not narcissists. We're just arrogant. You haven't had the same experiences as us. Do you know what it's like to stay at the W? Do you know what it's like to stay at the Cleveland? Do you know what it's like to be in LA and be ushered into places? Or hey, the bad boy guys here, come on, let's go. Like you've never had that. You've never had that experience. I'm not saying you never will, but you've never had that experience. So when it's somebody like Jag and she's reflecting on the experiences that, it's hard to walk away from that shit. It's hard to walk away from it. Y'all just heard me earlier. I've been doing blogging for 2.5 years. At the height of the pandemic, I was at my worst. You know what I'm saying? It's all documented here on my channel. You know what I mean? I had a hard time, right? Patrice, you remember, you was there with me. You know what I'm saying? Coco's half sister was my neighbor in Chicago. She could blow just like a sister. Yeah, they from the Bronx though. All three of them, they from the Bronx. They from the South Bronx. That's a fact. Highbridge girls. But let me tell you this, man. One of the craziest things that popped into my life was this. When you're in this music industry thing or whatever the case may be, yeah, there's some shit that happens. It ain't to the accord that a lot of people think it is, but I've seen some things happen. I've seen motherfuckers steal money. I've seen people reallocate money towards budgets. I've seen motherfuckers cheating on the spouses on both ends, both genders. You know what I mean? I've seen some funny shit. I've never seen anything where I thought that my integrity was at risk. I've never seen anything that I thought was because why am I worried about somebody stealing somebody else's money if that person really, you know what I mean? Like I'm being honest. Like I'm not really concerned with somebody stealing somebody else's money when they cutting corners the damn self to save money from the other people. And the money ain't really coming from you, it's coming from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So why you give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like I took an extra 2,000-3,000. Why you give a fuck? The nigga gave you 50. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But little small tidbits like that. I've never seen anything to the propriety, and I really mean this. And I hope that more of you guys that are going on get interviews. A lot of you artists, some of y'all I know, you understand? I'm gonna tell y'all something else, throw at y'all before I get off of here too. But I hope a lot more of y'all start going to these podcasts, and as y'all talking and gossiping, trying to get a resurrection, you ain't gonna get no resurrection like that. It don't happen like that. It don't happen like that. You know what I mean? I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, it don't happen like that. But is y'all trying to get a resurrection talking about who used to suck you off or who used to do this with you or how you and homie y'all stole from the hotel in 1996 or you sold Pac 4 days before he got murdered, all the all motherfuckers. Keep in emphasis this. Most of those people that y'all interviewing, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're saying to you. And trust me when I tell you, they only going to not even give you a quarter of the story of what it really is or what really is going on. We're taught that way. I'll give you, y'all want some inside shit? I'll give y'all some inside shit. I worked for Puff for 17 fucking years. All right. My ex-boss and other people that I work with, including Malcolm Miles, James Cruz, and many of others that were in that office, they will tell you the same fucking thing. We're prepped. Okay, we were made radio ready. You understand? Because we used to get people, especially when Pope's going to trial, and then we got interviewed by Sway in the Morning, by MTV. We got interviewed by CBS, and we got interviewed by NBC. Me and my boy Orlando. Shout out to Scrooge McBucks, Queens. What's going on? So we got interviewed by them, and we were press trained, so we knew what to say and what not to say. Because only thing you had to say was one little small thing that was wrong, and it could affect the whole crew. You understand what I'm saying? It could correct everything. Come on now. So we were press trained and we knew what to say and what not to say. So that's what you learn as an artist. So moving forward, these former artists that many of y'all, because many of y'all not, let's just be fucking honest here. You're not interviewing Drake. You're not interviewing the top celebrities. You're interviewing, I will say, yesteryear artists, but artists, and a lot of times that are still moving, touring, and everything like that. But things are slowed down for them. It's a natural progression, and it's up to you to either bring them back up to peak. Michael Jackson was a complete genius as this. So was Prince. So was Whitney Houston. A lot of the older artists, they were. They could have one flop album, drop down in popularity, come back album. Okay, they back on top. You know what I mean? You don't care what age they are. That's why I chose singing over rapping, continuing rapping for this very reason. If you guys don't follow what I'm saying, you get these guys to get on the podcast and they're giving you half truths and they're not giving you the full truth. Okay. And not going to tell you because they know later on they may need some favors for some people in our world. Let's say it that way. All right. And I knew that too. This is why I never got online. I never talked about Puff's kids. I never talked about Kim. I never talked about any of this stuff. And the reason I didn't talk about it, I was at Justice when Justice first opened. Okay, we were there at Justice when Justice first opened, right there in Manhattan, down about about 23rd Street, 28th Street, somewhere. We were there when the place first opened. All right, it was in the lower 20s somewhere, but I remember that. Mike B was out there, Press was out there, all of us was out there. They'll all validate this for you if you want to ask, and they'll validate me too, And there was no Chuck here. So I'm sitting up here and I'm listening. I'm so confused with the fact that Jaguar has a complete breakdown in public. We had the privilege of watching us, giving opinions and waiting for the next episode. Now what's good? Well, that's what we're here talking about. You missed it. You're going to have to go back to the beginning. But we're talking about people that are kind of like you. Jaguar's the plug, and she gave you a bone. If you got your own channel, go roll with the bone how you see fit. But when that pressure comes back to you, or when people start questioning you about your reality, your judgment scale while you're sitting up on your tree stump, remember, you might be next. That's what you don't plan on. You might be next. That's the truth, Davin. You haven't. But I saw how you first came on. Certain people came for you. Yeah, they all came for me. Let me tell you, when I first came online, I had people, and OG Patrice, you'll acknowledge this. I had people left and right making fun of me. Let me tell you what happened with me. I had broken up with my ex of 7 years, lost my place down by the beach, all that shit or whatever. I'd elected to move out. I'll tell my truth here. I elected to move out. So I moved out of my apartment. I depended on friends and things like that. I thought they would hold me down. But people's lives had changed, And situations that would have been or could have been previously weren't no more. So after a couple of months of staying in hostels, hotel rooms, hustling and bustling, I've always been a hustler. So I came to contention one night when I was in Port Authority bus terminal, And I was sitting there, and I had to make a pimp decision. Either I eat tomorrow for the next couple of days, or I spend this, or a rule. And I only really had to wait a day or two just to jump my money. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was doing, but I was moving. You know what I'm saying? And so this lady, and I'll always remember her because she has the same name as my sister. Her name is Valerie. Valerie is still at the Port Authority station to this day, and you can go ask her if you want to. Give her a call over there. Y'all go investigate everything else. Ask her. And so I was laying in one of the chairs, these metal chairs, and I'm laying back, and I'm just got my phone plugged up in the wireless charge, and I'm just chilling. And I'm just like, yo, shit is bad. And this woman came over to me, and she said, "Sir, are you homeless?" And it clicked in my mouth, and I was like, "No, I'm not. I mean, like, I got places to stay. I ain't really, you know what I mean? I ain't used to that. I've been on my own since I was 17 years old. I've had apartments in my name since I was 18. You know what I mean? I was 17 going on 18 when I first moved out, a couple of days before I turned 18. I never went back home, never. So I remember she gave me this voucher thing and all this and sent me down to this place. And she said, "This is where you're going to go to." And so I went down there. OG Patrice, you remember this. Can you title live right now? Yeah. And so I sat back and I was thinking to myself, and I said, okay, let me take this chance. So I went and I left with her, went down to that homeless shelter, and I was sitting there, whatever. And then I went probably 9 months through that. And finally I saw it. I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers ain't moving. They ain't doing that for me. I gotta do this for myself." You know what I'm saying? And so what I did was I came back to Connecticut. This was in New York. I came back to Connecticut and I ended up being it. No, actually, I went to the Bronx first and I was staying with this girl. I left out of there on my own. And I was staying with this girl in the Bronx, Dominican chick. Shout out to her. What up, Marina? And so I stayed with Marina Arujo. I stayed with Marina for almost a year and I was trying to, whatever, whatever. And that pandemic clicked up on us. And some things happened with her, some situations happened with her, whatever. And I said, yo, you know what? Best thing for me to do is come back to Connecticut. Before I came back to Connecticut, though, I remember two of my friends in New York, what they had done was they had got me a hotel, they had got us a hotel room rather at the Marriott in Midtown. This was to celebrate me coming, leaving and going back to Connecticut or whatever. This is the way I'm gonna put it anyway, because that's what it was. It was very relaxing. And I remember I came back to Connecticut, ended up in the same situation. I had to stay in one of these shelters or whatever. And I went through it. Like everything I put on camera. I was fighting with niggas, threatening niggas. I had rats in my hotel room. They had us in hotel rooms because this was during the pandemic. So that was a plus side of it. And I flexed it where it was the point where I was in the room by myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? I had a fucking whole room to myself. So my trip right there was slim. I just as of maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, got right. And this is what OG Patrice mean. At that time, I got back online and I showed everybody, I said, yo, look, the same apartment I'm sitting in right now. I showed everybody, I said, yo, look, I got my own apartment, da 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 da. It was for money I saved up. These niggas did not help me like that. You know what I'm saying? It was for money I saved up, like literally, you know? And so I got myself right, whatever, whatever. And I asked everybody, I said, yo, can y'all donate, 10, 15, $20? And it was people. This is what I mean by this. This was people when I was going through it, when it was a show. And it was like, yo, we got you when you get right. Da 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 da. I said, well, you really should be getting me right now because I need an apartment. So, if you could donate $200, $300, like I see some of these people do all the time, they donate $200, $300 when you're talking down about somebody. But I digress. Nobody really donated like that except for maybe 4 or 5 people. And at that time, I had like 7.2K subscribers. Crazy, right? That had previously, for the past couple of months, watched this shit. Listen to what I'm saying here. It's going to make sense. And so, and Jaguar, I hope you hear this too, because this is how I know. And so, henceforth, since that time, I kept it real. See, I could have just stayed with the fact that, hey, I showed y'all my life. I gave y'all my truth, and I mean day after day after day after day. The title of the shit was live from the homeless shelter. If you enter it in right now, it'll come up. I guarantee you. Just put in live from the homeless shelter. And I did it every day, and I was talking about my shit I was going through, whatever, whatever. And I remember there was people that would donate to me because they saw me, like it was a certain time we had to leave the shelter and shit like that. At one shelter, we had to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. Another one, we had to leave by, I think it was 10 o'clock. So that was a little bit better. Once I got back to Connecticut, I'm not ashamed of this shit because it's over now. I got myself out of it or whatever, but I got to share it. And I remember, and OG Patrice, you remember too, when I came on and I said that, everybody started coming at me. Oh, he trying to come up on us. He trying to get over. I said, I'm in an apartment that has nothing in here. I didn't even have a TV at the time. One of my donators, TMH Global, he came through. Even the ring light that I'm got this phone propped up on right now, he bought. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure that every time I bought something, I would put it online. Here's what I did with the money. I didn't go buy no new sneakers. I didn't go buy no new clothes. God knows I need some new clothes, but I didn't go buy any new clothes. I didn't do any of that shit. You know, and I used to have people day after day. It was like almost like they wanted me to stay in that situation because it was entertaining to them. And this is what I'm trying to tell Jaguar. Don't entertain these motherfuckers no more. You the plug. If you walk off right now, Jaguar, and you don't come back, see, and thank you, OG Patrice. She said, true. She's been with me since the beginning. Yeah, Devin, I was here through several of your housing transitions. See what I'm saying? It's like OG Patrice been here the whole time. For every 6, 7 strangers, the 7 will know you. The world is interconnected like that. Okay, what is your name? Tekka the Don. All right, listen. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'm gonna go back because he seems to be writing a lot. First of all, Tekka, have you ever fucking donated here? That's the first thing I want to know because you're saying a whole bunch of fucking lot. All right, don't try to persuade my crowd or whatever. Start your own channel. Second thing I want to tell you is I don't do that hisical, whizzical, fucking esoteric. Yo, brother, we proud because if you was a brother and you was all with the culture and all that shit, motherfucker, you would have put $10 in the cash app before you said anything. OG Patrice, can you do me a favor? Put my cash app in there, $ STRINGERBELL80. Can you put that in here? And Angel, I saw where you wrote several times trying to get King Payne's attention here. King, your title isn't live right now. Della, yeah, I was talking about that person yesterday. I don't say their names because if you say their names, it picks up in the algorithm. And what happens is don't even type their names in here. If you got somebody that's going on, they got something going on in another channel, do not promote them motherfuckers on my channel, please, Angel. And I know you, and I don't fuck with you, but don't promote those motherfuckers on my page because they do not promote me. They will not donate to me. They will not even share my link. They won't even hit the fucking like button. Do not invite the motherfuckers over here. Okay? I don't want them mentioning my shit. Thank you, Angel. I know you ain't meaning on purpose. I know you trying to do something good. I know your character. You a good person. That's why I ain't flip boy. You. The people I recognize and the people I know that been on my channel for a while. Angel, you ain't got to apologize to me. You donated to me before, sweetie. No. You ain't got to apologize. I'm just telling you because you don't know. When you put their name in the chat room or even mention their name, the algorithm picks that shit up, and then I all of a sudden start getting shit from these motherfuckers or whatever. I ran past that motherfucker. I ran past him, and there's 2 other ones. King Payne, when you get a chance, check out them 2 people in the description box. Them 2 lazy, no good for nothing bitches. They've been on a tirade for the past 2 weeks. Thirsty as fuck. One of them bitches was doing fucking Amazon reviews before she started talking about Jaguar, you piece of shit. And another one, this big fat bloated motherfucker. I can't stand her ass. She want to put herself in the pictures and hey, look at me. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how, and I had to say that too. It seems more like the women, which is confusing to me, are the most vicious when it comes to this Jaguar Wright shit. Do y'all agree? I'm sorry, I didn't know this channel was like. He said, "I'm sorry, I didn't know this channel was like money." Homie, you writing comment after comment after comment after comment after comment, trying to get people to recognize your point of view. I just finished talking about a motherfucker just like you 20 minutes ago. I'm not gonna block you so you can go back and listen to that shit with your sarcastic and I'm sorry that bitch you on everybody else's motherfucking channel when they donating to somebody and don't say shit. Don't come on, matter of fact, fuck you. Get that motherfucker out of here. Talking that bullshit. See what I mean to be talking that bullshit? The content creator is here in Arizona where I am, Davin. I don't give a fuck where he is. I ain't fucking with him. I don't like how he said that shit. I'm sorry, OG. I don't like how he said that shit. Motherfucker want to sit there and use these little shaming tactics or whatever. Yesterday I did a 4 hours worth of lives and I mentioned my Cash App 3 times. 3 times. Okay? In this fucking live right here I've done for almost 2 hours. I've mentioned it how many times, y'all? 3 times. You understand? So when you come into my shit, if you come into my shit and you talking and throwing comments and talking to people in here that have donated, it's disrespectful to them. Motherfucker, why should you get prime time and you ain't did nothing to help? It's not about money. It's about common fucking sense. Especially when you sit over other people's shit that talk shit about Jaguar, right? And watch them collect dime after dime after dime after dime after dime after dime after dime, right? And then turn around and don't say shit to them. You sitting back here with them. That's right, you go, girl. I can't stand motherfuckers like that. Don't ever come back to this motherfucker, for real. I'm sorry, OG, if that's your friend. I don't like that motherfucker. I don't like motherfuckers like that at all. You won't sit back and try to shame somebody. Shame yourself. You can't shame me. I'm sitting up here telling my story of what some shit I went through. And you up here writing shit in the fucking chat room about your own private experience shit. I mean, who gives a fuck? Go tell it on your channel. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all scared to get online, like myself, King Pain, or others, and give and divulge what you are, who you are, what trials and tribulations you're going through. At least I respect King Pain. He gets up on his channel. That's what I should start doing, King Pain, telling these motherfuckers, look, we ain't made our quota. We ain't made our quota. You understand what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Fuck. You have not because you ask not. It's the exactly. I don't even ask like that. That's the whole point I don't get that, you know? Now I'm talking about the female content rate. I don't know that dude. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you talking about the female content rate. Let's get back to that because fuck that nigga. Anyway, I say that both of them's names. Fuck it, because it's in the. No, I'm not gonna say their name because both of those links is in the description box. Y'all can check it out. I'm not gonna say their names, but it's two particular females that, and like I said, I don't know what it is, but it seems like the females are the most vicious against Jag. There's two particular females that day after day after day. Thank you, King Payne. Day after day after day, these bitches is up online. This one fat older bitch. She got to be like 58 or something like that. You look like one of the unfuckables. Y'all remember me mentioning the unfuckables? These are women that are way past any point of attractiveness, all right? For many of different reasons. It ain't because of age. Usually it's because of girth. Sometimes it's because of that fucked up finger. Sometimes it's because of that keloid. You know what I'm saying? It's a litany of different things. You know what I'm saying? She cute and everything, but that ear and that split is fucking me up. Bitch, your ear look like a black raisin. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You ain't lying. The females got the most. Yo, is it me, Patrice? Like, the chicks be going in, and these be the same women 15, 20 minutes later that's online talking about, well, black women this and black women that. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't making sense because you're making fun of a black woman. And you're spending almost 8 or 9 hours online doing it while you're collecting cash apps. I'm lost. Are y'all lost? Because I'm lost. I have never seen no shit like that in my life. And these people are voluntarily just donating dime after dime after dime. I'm talking about big dollars too. Here's 50 here, 100 here. And then the other shit that confuses me is when we get these superstar fucking vloggers. You know, the motherfuckers that had to take a break during the pandemic. Bitch, you know who you are. I'm talking about guys too. These bitch ass motherfucking performers, or you was halfway out the door before the pandemic started. Let's keep it a buck. Your shit was on a decline before the pandemic started using it. Well, the pandemic fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really put no music out like that. Bitch, you ain't had nothing good to go before that. I've been in the studio with many of y'all that everybody in the room is y'all playing the tracks. Everybody's like, oh shit, nah, he ain't picked that one. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I wish my man was here right now. If you on this live, please say something, Kay, because you know what I'm talking about. They just be in the studio and they be like, this the one. And everybody in the studio just be like, Sean, damn. That's the one, out of all of them, that's the one we don't like. You know what I mean? But let him roll with it. Go ahead and give him that $200,000 budget so he can waste it. You know what I'm saying? On promo. Long story short, the women that are on here that are talking about Jaguar seem to be some of the most vicious motherfuckers I have met in my life. I mean, they go out of their way. But the men, that's a whole different thing. I heard this one dude before I got on live. And this one dude, he was sitting there, he was like, yo, and I know why Goomba left, and I know why Goomba did this and that, da, 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 da. And so I wrote in the chat, I said, well, do you know Goomba? Nah, but why do that matter? I said, yo, these niggas. Do you know how fucking mentally ill you have to be to sit there and give proclamation about somebody that you entirely don't know? You are fucking loony if you do something like that. Like a complete fucking loony. So if you're sitting there, you're talking about this girl got mental problems, maybe you're the one that's got mental problems, and you're so easy to motherfucking recognize it because there's something wrong with you. And that's the part we're not getting at. Listen, Eric Adams, which is the mayor of New York City, for y'all not familiar, he just started an initiative and he just put out a whole fucking press release for it. It's right here on YouTube. Just put in Mayor Eric Adams press release about children's mental health. And all this is stemming from all the complications that they're seeing with children mentally that went through the pandemic, that were being homeschooled at the time. You know, you had to log in the computer, do your schoolwork. Some kids, they're now 2 years back in school because even after the pandemic was gone, they said kids could go back to school. Their parents still decided not to send them there. Some kids, they were in isolation kind of thing where they've never been isolated from their friends or whatever. You know, it means a lot. I know me. When I was a kid, I used to be like, yo, especially if it was back to school time or some shit like that, I'd be looking at my shit, whatever. I'd be like, oh, I'm about to kill these motherfuckers tomorrow. Wait till my little thing come around the corner from motherfucker. You know, my little la come around the corner from third period or whatever. I'm about to smash these motherfuckers tomorrow. And so when I'm saying that, just listen to what I'm saying here. When I'm saying that, I'm just like, yo, it's this amazing to me. This amazing, right? That these bloggers. Let me stop right here for a second. I want to say this the right way. I gotta watch what I say. Gotta watch what I say because I don't want to enter, really insult anybody. Let me rewind this back. Let me rewind this back. I'm about to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I appreciate you being unbiased in your commentary. I've learned a thing or two from you. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much on everything I love. Appreciate that. Honestly, Devin, they mad because you didn't get an exclusive with Chad. Patrice, we and her had that little exchange. I ain't got to use that name. I can say it. And I ain't got no hard feelings towards them boys. Jag was on a show with these boys down in Philly, right? And that's all I'm going to say. These two boys, they do a show on Philly or whatever. And she was doing a show with them. I came in because I had some problems with something she said or whatever the case may be. Now I'm more so set at the fact that it's maybe a 50-50. She could be right, she could be wrong. It wasn't about she was lying. It was that she could be framed until I was saying she was right or wrong, or whatever the case may be, right? But we were past that. I'm not even worried about that video. I never even spoke about it after that. But her and I were on camera with each other. And we were exchanging, but it was being facilitated by someone else. And there's always a problem with somebody else's facilitated, especially when they have an idea already logged in their head, right? This is what OG Patrice is talking about. And so we started conversating, whatever. She's a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. Me and Jack both Tauruses, so we know how each other are. My ex-girlfriend was a Taurus, all right? The one I was with for 7 years. So I know how Tauruses are in and out. I am one. You know what I mean? We you know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. You know what I mean? That's just how we are. And so we had our conversation or whatever the case may be. It didn't end too well, but it didn't end bad where you couldn't walk back from it. Let's put it that way. And I think we both recognized that. I think we both were caught up in the moment or whatever. It's under the bridge. Because if it wasn't under the bridge, I wouldn't be here talking the way I'm talking on the past 6 now videos that I've made, talking about the same subject. I feel the way I feel. And the reason I'm taking up for her is because the pure simple fact that a lot of you motherfuckers don't have unbiased commentary. You have very biased commentary and matter-of-factly commentary. And the matter-of-factly shit bothers me because the pure simple fact, y'all don't know this woman. Y'all never been around this woman. Most of y'all never even met a fucking star in the music industry your whole entire fucking life. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes when I see people and they come on and they start talking the way they're talking and they start being obnoxious and nasty and belligerent and doing it because they see that there's some money to be made out of it, you have to ask that person a question. What the fuck do you stand? And if you see all these people rallying behind you and they talking about said person in the commentary or the premise of the conversation, what makes you think as soon as you do something they don't like, they will do the same thing about you? And that's the part that a lot of motherfuckers can't come to the reality about. You know, this whole talking about each other's shit and bashing each other, right now somebody just came into the chat room, they and told Kingpin, yo, so-and-so is over there talking about you. That's another one of them struggle channels. Kingpin, don't go over there. That motherfucker trying to do the same thing. He trying to come up off your name. You understand? Don't go over there fucking whatever. I hate to use Jay-Z's proverb, but oh, damn, just ignore them. Just ignore them. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Kingpin use that shit. Oh, just ignore them. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore them. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. You just gotta ignore them now. They say something a little excessive or whatever. Just call on me. Throw me out there. You know what I mean? We talk about it. And but listen, if you see these people and they're in the chat rooms, they're on the boards, things like that or whatever, keep in mind, these are motherfuckers that have a mission. And their mission, most of the time, is to deviate from anything possible except for what's at hand. And what's at hand most of the time is a subject. And the subject happens to be Jaguar. So they won't talk about their life. They won't talk about their current living situations. They won't talk about the 3 side babies that they have from 3 niggas. She won't talk about how them 3 niggas in jail. They won't talk about how them 3 niggas, they got 3 savior abuse by they can't even get $3 from them. But they online talking about integrity, morality. This is who I am. In comparison, Jaguar Wright ain't nobody like me. You know, all this matter of factly shit. Well, these bitches ain't shit, most of them. Most of these bitches calling up, start asking these hoes when they call up. Yes, I said hoes. Start asking these hoes, because most of them are hoes. Ain't no lady that got something to do on Monday morning, spending 8 motherfucking hours online talking about nothing. Ain't no lady or woman that got kids to tend after, just like this broad that just said, yo, I got 4 kids and a husband. Or what the fuck you doing online then, bitch? Go make the kids. It's 4 o'clock. You should be making dinner. You understand what I'm saying? For 4 kids. Not online, listen to what the fuck we saying and us single folks. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy to me, and I'm going to end this, but it's just crazy to me how people, I honestly feel people are getting too emotionally involved in nothing that has to do with us. I can learn a lot from just observing. I've said that already, and I'll reiterate it because you made a very valid point. It is sad. It's people that have their time invested in people that they don't know. And you have to look very much deeper into it. What's the reason why they're so invested into it? Now, you can say that we're hypocrites. I've been here 2 hours talking about it. So at some point or another, I'm invested as well. But I'm not invested to the point where I'm being obnoxious. I'm not invested to the point where I'm bashing her because I recognize and realize I can make money off of bashing her. I'm just showing you guys. You see 57 likes right here, and the only person that's donated to me was King Payne, but that means more to me than anything. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that because he's a content creator. You understand what I'm saying? And if he's saying, yo, I'm digging a lot of what you're saying, I just got to keep going down the line or whatever. And finally, sooner or later, I'm going to catch on. We are, in some forms, enablers of these fucking followers. You have to look at these followers and say to yourself, most of these followers have a work history of working at fucking Burger King and McDonald's, janitors, fucking RNs and LPNs, shit like that or whatever. Most of these viewers, they have never been in this light. They've never done the type of content creation we have done or any of that shit. Davin, you misunderstood my comment. I was talking about the female content creators that are mad because you didn't get an exclusive interview with Jack. Oh, they're mad at me because I didn't get they didn't get an exclusive. Oh, okay. I'm a Jaguar supporter. I'm praying for a healthy return to a peaceful living, but I do get blocked when I don't condone her behavior, shenanigans respectfully. Nikki, I recognize you, and I'm gonna say, and you're right. I think a lot of them were mad, Patrice, because of that, for real. I think a lot of them were mad because they didn't get an exclusive with her. I saw with this one female vlogger, she had Goomba on there the night before last, and she hung up on Goomba because Goomba didn't answer the question the way she wanted to. I saw Goomba go over to another guy, and I'm gonna shout him out though, because I actually like him. This guy's name, he goes by Donut or Donut or Donut or something like that or whatever. Y'all go check him out. I actually liked how he did it. I don't know what he did on his last live. He might have done a 360 or something. I don't know. But I mean a 180, I don't know. But I liked what he did that night with Goomba. He was very fair. He reminded me a lot of King Payne. King Payne let you come in there talk shit or whatever. But if you say anything too obnoxious, you can get the fuck up on out of here. You know, and the same thing with Donut. He was like, yo, all right, you finished saying what you're saying? All right, bye. You know what I mean? Like, so I respect that. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I might be back later. I plan on doing something because I brought up Donald Trump, and a lot of y'all know that he might be going to jail on Tuesday. But before I leave, I just want to say this, guys: make sure when you're doing this content creation, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. If you haven't donated, please donate. If you see for a fifth, it is $STRINGERBELL80. It's in the chat room, so you guys can go check that out. I'll give you a few minutes if you want to donate or not. If you don't, that's fine too. But be careful moving towards in the future, because there's more people that watch these uploads than this certain demographic that you think, meaning Black and Latin people, particularly mostly from the hood, or it's a sassy rhetoric or whatever the case may be, gossiping, whatever. This is the cardinal fucking sin in the Bible. Okay, we're all sinners here, including myself. We're gossiping, all right? But more so ahead of time, I want you guys to look at this in the long run. We're only in fucking March, all right? Y'all spent all of Black History Month talking about Jaguar Wright. I went to Seneca Village. I went to Malcolm X's site at the Alabama Ballroom where he was shot and killed. I went to Wall Street where they had an actual wall built up to keep the niggas and Indians out. And so that's how I spent my Black History Month. Most of these vloggers, they didn't even say one thing about Black History Month until the last day of Black History Month, and it dawned upon them, oh shit, I ain't saying nothing about Black History Month. Many of y'all that are on my channel, y'all seen those lives or whatever. Out of those lives that I just mentioned, those are some of the lowest views I ever got in my life. I think the one where I actually went to Malcolm, I have to actually re-upload that. That video got 72 views, and it's been up for 2.5 weeks. And that's sad. They don't care nothing about Malcolm. So watch these people when they use Black or they use woman or whatever, because in the case of Legina, you talk about Black women, but you online making fun of a Black woman. I don't give a fuck what she said. I don't believe that shit she said about R. Kelly and what's the name either. But one thing I will say is it doesn't suscept her to you calling her names, because phenotypically she doesn't look like them. You understand what I'm saying? For all the fuck we know, she might be telling the truth, But as of right now, I don't believe you, Legina. But I like you though. I like you. I don't believe you. To be continued. As for Jaguar, you more of a commodity if you don't make an appearance nothing but every 3 or 4 days. Listen to me. Every 3 or 4 days, come out the woodworks. And what I'm going to show you is all these motherfuckers that talk shit about you, all these motherfuckers that are battery factory about you, you're going to watch them drop off, right? If you want to destroy them and get rid of them, limit what you dose out. Listen to what I'm saying. If you come out every 3 or 4 days, or even maybe every 5 days, and just be like, I'm going to sit with y'all for an hour. I'm going to sit with y'all for every 2 hours. See, the scarcity of you adds into the exclusiveness of you. You understand what I'm saying? Kanye was making the same mistake, and he stepped back. So if you don't pay attention to what I'm saying, pay attention to Kanye. Because I literally said it alive the same day to Kanye. And I know a couple people that know Kanye. Shout out to definitely OG from Rockefeller, Big Face Gary. Shout out to you. Gary, what up, boy? And a couple other people. I saw when, I hate to say it like this, I seen what happens when you get people that collectively come together to destroy someone. I have yet seen online here on YouTube where people come collectively together to lift one another up. The same ferocity and the business that y'all been using on this, y'all can use towards that. Back to her. Come on every 3 or 4 days. Do an hour live, 2 hour live. Do that for the next month. Kanye, he walked away. And you ain't seen Kanye since. And then there was that little minute he was doing interviews with everybody. Your exclusiveness is your priority. Your exclusiveness is your money. Listen to me. As a matter of fact, I believe everything Legina is saying. She has a good aura surrounding her. That girl, I just wanted people to stop saying, oh, thank you, Nikki Stone. I appreciate that. Badass woman already. Let me give a shout out to everybody that was in here or whatever, and I can talk a little bit as I'm doing that. I just want to tell all you guys, listen, we got to change the manner and behavior shit, all right? We're using YouTube, and some of you guys have got hundreds of thousands, 400,000, 300, you're not using it for anything but highlighting, attacking, fucking each other. You look like a bunch of rabid-ass fucking niggers, all right? I'm sorry I had to say it like that, but that's what you look like to the outer people that are looking at you. You look like a bunch of discombobulated, confused, fucking slave help. And I'm not going to allow you to fucking look like that online. Because when I show up and I've got the shit to say and I've got the motherfucking proof to pocket behind and I'm in these rooms with people that matter, what you said and the way you conducted yourself may have them laugh at me. And I might have been the plug at that moment. See what I'm saying? Let me say respect to everybody in here. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. Aletha Perkins, thank you. Queen Keisha's always thank you. I appreciate that. She says the way you think is unmatched for real. Aletha Perkins, official King Payne, salute. Salute. You heard? You always got a friend over here, homie. Lola Jackson, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Official King Payne again. Nada Rod Jewels, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you for putting in my Cash App right there, too. I appreciate it. Official King Payne, of course, he said donation sent. Listen, that made my day right there. Official King Payne send me and I don't know, Clout Chase or nothing like that. Y'all say what y'all want to. Homie, pop it. Y'all see what I'm saying? So get in line with him, get in tune with him, pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's going live tonight. I'll be over there. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that. Check out King Payne if you're not familiar with him. Godlight 89, what's going on? Appreciate you. I recognize your name. Yeah, LMSYT, you gotta get you the fuck up out of here. You did that shit too many times. Yeah, you gotta go. And this other motherfucker, I got him out of here. You know what I mean? Let me see. It's just mostly the same King Keish, Ninderella Jules, or whatever, Payne, Natalie M, whatever. Badass woman, I appreciate you showing up too. I don't mind if a woman say what she gotta say, as long as she ain't soaking no dumb shit. You know what I mean? Adrian Nicole, appreciate you. Badass woman again. And there's a couple other ones in here that I haven't. Oh, Francesca Flash, I had to get that fucking shit out of here. Star Pepper, Adrian Nicole, and a few others. Oh, who's this? Miss B? What's going on? Appreciate you showing up. He Must Rain. You could suck a whole dick backwards. Yeah, you had some corny shit to say. And Tekka, the Don, or whatever fuck your name is. Fuck you and everybody live in your house. Sagittarius Bell, I know that name. What's going on, Ma? Appreciate you showing up. Lala Love, what's going on? Rena Love, what's going on? I'm trying to see who else is there. It's so many damn names up in there. Wow. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Angel Dickerson, you know it's always love. Angel Dickerson donated several times, even when motherfuckers were talking shit about me and trying to say I'm a bad person when I'm a good motherfucker. I'm a stand. I keep it a buck with people. I swear to God I do. And I don't get no appreciation for it. No, if I got up here and lie to talk shit about people and guess what? I never one time I was with Puff and he did this, you know. Oh shit, they be flooding this motherfucker, but we ain't gonna make our money like that. I don't want that money. Badass woman says she cashed at me. I appreciate that, y'all. And everybody else, if you want to give a donation or whatever, I really would appreciate it. It's $ STRINGERBELL 80. That's Stringerbell 80 on Cash App. I know I said I was gonna go, but I just had one other thing come to my mind. Jaguar. And somebody, if you can, please write my Cash App in a comment section. Jaguar. Focus on that motherfucking music. You hear me, Shug? I call you Shug Avery for a reason. And tú sabes, mamita, you understand a little Spanish. And tú sabes, negrita, tú eres a reina, and tú sabes, pero aquí se. And tú sabes, en la mente, la música, no siempre la música. And tú sabes, la tora, no YouTube, siempre la música. And claro que sí, huh? Okay. I like Jaguar Wright. If you ain't never listened to Jaguar's album, you talk shit about her, go listen to that motherfucking album right now. Purchase the album. Jaguar, you gotta let the people know too when you get a chance what your setup as far as residuals. You know what I mean? Because what you ought to do is you ought to get these motherfuckers to go grab the album. The second thing you need to do, you need to get one of those about pages or topic pages for your music. The previous ventures, even if it's a fucking this is straight to DV, I mean straight to single or whatever the case may be, get a topic page. You can make money from that. Next thing I want to tell you is go on to Instagram, right? And put in one of your songs or just put in your name. When you do that, hit search and click audio. You're going to see a ton of people that have been using your songs as for their uploads, their reels, and everything like that. I'm telling you, on multiple different songs, all right? Check it out. Go look at it on Instagram. Just put in your name, and then after that, hit audio. You know where you have the little, what's the names on the top bar? Hit audio. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. See what you could do to monetize off that as well. You know what I mean? Because there's cash there for that. On multiple sites. That's a fact. Thank you, badass woman, for putting my Cash App in there. It's Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. It's right there in the comment section, guys. If you don't hit that up, at least please make sure that you hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. I came across your page. What did it say? I came across your page through Cool P. LOL, yeah. All right. Good to see some YouTubers working together instead of working. I ain't gonna never do that shit. I'd rather just stop talking to you. I ain't gotta make a video and be like, say if I get into it with a YouTuber, right? I have never, except for two motherfuckers, went after them. The first motherfucker I went after was this broad. Her name was Toxic Diamond. I don't know what the fuck happened to her. I heard she had some bad luck moving along the way. I ain't here talking about you. Toxic Diamond, how you doing? All right. And the other person I went after was Tasha K. And the reason I went after Tasha K, because at the same time, I didn't appreciate how she did that shit with Survivor Jaguar Wright. I'm sorry. You don't be going to grab people's kids and shit like that or whatever. Because somebody would have went and grabbed one of your kids, you would have had a fucking field day. You understand? Leave people's fucking kids out of situations. She is toxic for sure. Y'all know Toxic Diamond? Yeah, I had some words with Toxic Diamond because she said some bullshit one time. But, we went back and forth or whatever. That was it. Shout out to Toxic Diamond. I ain't mad at her. Even if I can beef with you. You understand what I'm saying? You beef with your people sometimes. It just happens. I've beefed with my sister before, But it's having the contentment of coming back and being like, okay, what's the bigger goal here? You understand? And that's what I'm trying to get y'all centered in on. And if I got to do it or with the assistance of a couple other people, because you can't do this by yourself, But in contention of what you were saying about Kingpin, and you're glad to see people working together, I'm glad to see that. And Kingpin, I will be reaching out to you. But it's just like, you've got these little entities everywhere. And even if they fall on the same side of agreeing with each other, like a lot of people agree, let's be anti-Jaguar, right? Them motherfuckers, for some reason or another, stick together. But the people that's like, okay, well, even if she did say a couple of bullshit things here, whatever, what fucking lie did you tell this week? Did you ask yourself that? Some of you motherfuckers told a lie when you went to the grocery store. Some of y'all called up your fucking aunts or uncles or whatever. How's your son doing? Oh, he's all right. This motherfucker's getting F's. Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of people will say, oh, yeah, we doing fine. We doing great. We doing fine. You ever run into that motherfucker, you see him out somewhere and be like, hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Oh, everything's great. Everything's fine. No, now your life is fucked up. Y'all about to get kicked out. I hope everyone in this live has a blessed day. BG, thank you, and be good to yourself. Definitely. On everything I love. Thank you for showing up. Paula Carter, what's going on? Long time. I appreciate all y'all coming in here today. I really do. I'm not gonna beef with vloggers. I'll say some shit to y'all sometimes if I feel a need to be said. It's really to wake you up, not to insult you. And I think we could do better. We have control here on YouTube. And I watch, and I know from going to school for digital media, I know how the algorithm works on this. A lot of research. I hate to say it like this, but really paying attention to a lot of white bloggers and what they were saying. But I demonstrated some of it on my own too. When y'all talk about a subject and there's more than, let's say, 20 people talking about it, it becomes trend worthy. And what happens is now YouTube is suggesting that to you. So just like y'all were talking about Jaguar, right? Bad. Every YouTuber, even if they're nobodies, if they're talking about that subject, they're going to get some views. You see what I'm saying? Let's say we have a conversation like they're doing in California right now about that situation where they're talking about giving reparations to African Americans, yeah? And the COVID money that's across the nation that's available for this to actually happen. It would happen in segments, meaning like you would probably get it monthly. You ain't gonna get it in one lump sum. That much I can assure you. You'd bankrupt a whole fucking city or state like that if you did. But the point is based on the population numbers. That's what I mean. But even if it was in the form of a check or whatever, that's the shit y'all motherfuckers need the university to be talking about. That's what the fuck Jaguar doing. Jaguar gonna do what the fuck she do. Get your paper, cuz. You understand what I'm saying? She gonna do what the fuck she do regardless. But how about this one day out of the week, right? Y'all sit back and you say, you know what? For the 10 top bloggers, y'all can even reach out to Tariq, reach out to fucking Boyce, all of them. I'm sure they'll help you. Just turn around and say, you know what? For a week straight, what we gonna do, we gonna talk about nothing but reparations. Why not? You spent a month and a half talking about Jaguar. We almost in April. Y'all still talking about Jaguar. Spend one motherfucking week. 10 of the top bloggers and all the other smaller bloggers, because they see you getting numbers out of it, they're going to naturally fall in order. Yeah, it's a psychological trick, but trust me, it'll work. And it's for a good reason. Do that and you'll see your shit change. You won't have to be on here asking for cash apps or whatever, because now you are forced. You motherfuckers, y'all think y'all reigning tall by talking shit about people and bashing other people that look just like you, but in the end, I'm telling you, it's going to do no purpose but harm you. Okay? It's going to harm you. Y'all tossing out, y'all forgetting about people that passed away. Don't nobody talk about DMX no more. Don't nobody talk about a lot of these stars. One of the guys from The Wire, he just died this past week, and ain't nobody barely made a mention of him. You see? So as you gain less and less empathy because of your nefarious tones and evil tames online, what you're going to start seeing is that shit is going to start whittling down, because our algorithm is always changing here on YouTube. And I'll give you guys another thing too, because I know a lot of y'all don't know this. If you have the YouTube app, right? And you're saying some shit like, oh, I got shadow banned or whatever. It might not be the case. A lot of times, because that algorithm is changing, you need to go into your Google Play Store and update your YouTube app. It is very poignant that you do this. I'm going to give you even more of an example here. If you do that, make sure that you check back at that YouTube app, because what I'm finding is it's now doing it more recurrently. So now it's probably every, let's say, 3 to 4 days, but at least 1 time to 2 times a week that you need to update that app. Okay, so if you're using the YouTube app versus using it online, and even online, you might need to do it too, where you might need to update your system depending on what version of Chrome you're using, especially using the Chromebook. Shit, I was just thinking how you put me in mind of DMX when you said that. I'm not gonna. Yo, let me tell you something, right? On my word, I didn't have people tell me I either sound like or look like DMX or whatever. It's really just our environment up here. I spent a lot of time in the Bronx. A lot of time in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And that's DMX stopping area. You know what I mean? I'm not from the Bronx, you know what I mean? But I lived in the Bronx. I got friends, family. My history is in the Bronx and Mount Vernon. And so I guess it's just natural, you know what I mean? But a lot of people tell me that I look like DMX, I sound like DMX. RP to DMX, you understand? But nah. You know what I mean? But RP to him. I've always been humble with that. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. It's your look and your whole energy, I swear. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Hood Beats, I recognize you too. And yo, man, listen, man, you talking about Hood Beats, what you got for beats, B? I need some R&B shit. If you got some R&B shit, living in the comment. I need some trap R&B. That's what we working with. Throw that, if you got some links or something like that. I'm imagining you do beats. Send me some links, purchase links or whatever. Let me check out, see what you got. All right, I need some things to lease. I got about 2 beats that I leased so far, but I don't like leasing beats because somebody come in and buy it. You know the setup. You know what I mean? I hope everyone in this live has a blessed day on everything I love. Very nice person. So, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. I appreciate every last one of y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button, please do. Even after this podcast is over, you can go in the description box and also in the pinned comment. It'll be all my information and everything like that. King Payne, once again, it's a pleasure, bro. Let's do more like this and considerably get these motherfuckers to start listening and changing, because what they're doing is, it's like that song back in the day. Self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction and you don't even see it. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for everybody that donated and showed up. Later, you guys. Enjoy your Sunday.